Freddy Krueger, and you're invited to my special get-together. But beware, you may never leave. Dial this number now. I've got some grisly details for you. And if you're one of my lucky callers selected at random, you'll talk to me live while you're awake and safe. So dial this number now if you dare.
For just
Talk to me
the low
live.
price of
Freddy Krueger is waiting
$150
just
is
for
numbered.
$2 for the first minute, 35 cents
By
each
the
additional minute.
creator of box, and it's the best, which is the best kind of box. Never produced in the 80s.
For Halloween, Toys R Us doesn't miss a trick, and the price is a retreat. We've got costumes for all Toys R Us kids, even grown-ups, and loads of candy, makeup, masks, and more. Toys R Us will make your Halloween supernatural.
This morning, Billy looked like any other boy, but as the moon rose, he turned into a werewolf. He used new Pa's Halloween makeup kits. His friends did too. Look, Mike's a vampire. Amy's a ghost. Pa's makeup is safer than masks. It never blocks vision, and it's hypoallergenic too. So watch your kids turn into the creatures they really are with new Pa's Halloween makeup kits.
Tales of horror that will give you the creeps.
This is going to be extremely painful, Mr. Merrill.
The most fun you'll ever have being scared. Creep Show, rated R.
Now playing at a theater near you.
Granola dip. I really dip. Granola dip. Chocolate and granola already in my whole granola dip.
Quaker granola dips, a hauntingly wholesome Halloween treat. Chewy granola dipped in real milk chocolate.
Chocolate and granola, lose my self-control at granola dip.
The perfect treat for your little monsters.
Dear Great Pumpkin, I'm looking forward to your arrival on Halloween night.
They're back, all the little Peanuts characters, in a happy Halloween special, filled with ghosties and ghoulies and things that go bump in the night. It's The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, Monday at 8, 7 Central and Mountain.
10 singers, 9 singers, 8 yummy singers. 7 singers, 6 singers, 5 tasty singers.
Everyone wants to zap gold cake with vanilla frosting, devil's food with chocolate, raspberry with coconut, all with cream centers.
Please one singer to zap.
Right now, in specially marked bonus packs, you'll find a pumpkin decorating kit and 2 extra zingers.
Trick or treat.
1 trick and 2 treats from Dolly Madison.
My big friend, I love the big taste of chocolate in this little Hershey's
Hershey's Kisses, the little kiss with the big taste.
Yeah, it's low.
Hallmark's ready for Halloween. And you know, it's the strangest thing. Everybody's wild about new scratch and sniff stickers in special trick-or-treat packages. And they're dying to take home these cuddly pumpkin bean bags. And these party decorations are so popular, they seem to just disappear. So come to Hallmark, the Halloween store. We're waiting for
We're
you.
having a company, so he's the baby dad. Sorry, I'm unlock the other door. I left it unlocked. Grab my energy drink.
Halloween's a perfect time for baking spooky cookies. Just roll out Pillsbury sugar cookies, cut, bake and decorate, and feed them to your goblins. So much fun there.
Scary.
Next to my big friend, I love the big taste of chocolate in this little Hershey's Kiss.
Hershey's Kisses, the little kiss with the big taste.
What do you think of this? You like it?
It's Halloween.
Get the ring up.
Oh, damn!
Take my hand.
I think you have some very definite ideas about what should be done with Danny.
Maybe he should be taken to a doctor.
Maybe he should be taken to a doctor.
As soon as possible. As soon as possible.
did you do the sharing?
Yep, and we're live.
Oh, welcome to the Ultimate Comic Halloween Spooktacular number. I don't know which number we're on. We've done this for a bit. Thank you for joining us this Saturday, spending your Saturday morning with us. We really appreciate it. And if anyone is watching this on replay and you're not watching it live, I have one thing to say to you. You are completely dead to me. This was it for our relationship. We don't have one anymore. So for everyone who is watching, do we not have Mike?
We do. It's just down here.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Zach. So for everyone who is watching, know that you are all my favorites and that I love you. And, like, I'm talking to you personally. You know who you are. But, yes, welcome to the Halloween Live Show special. I'm your host, Brad. I just came from Rocky Horror last night, so hopefully you guys have had a chance to see it. Back at the Rialto, and I'm going to give you a little news. I'm not going to lie, I was the best dressed Brad there. No offense to the live actor on stage. I did talk about joining the Shadowcast after the show, so maybe see me at the Rialto in a couple months. But yes, thank you for spending a spooky Saturday with us. We've got really good books, not just like niche stuff. We've got Marvel, DC, we've got slabs, we've got sets, we've got Casper the Friendly Ghost. We've got it all. So this is always a fun show. But if this is your first show, what a great show to join us with. Please fill out the form. It is in the pinned comment, and it is in the description of this video. I'm going to ask you a couple questions. Star sign, favorite Halloween movie of all time, Gremlins or Gremlins 2, which one is your favorite? There are correct questions to all of these, by the way, including star sign. No, it's going to ask you the address where we can ship your books. It's just $8 flat rate shipping anywhere in the continental U.S. If you're Canadian, I mean, listen, you guys get healthcare over there. You can pay a couple extra bucks on shipping. So $8 flat rate, though, for all the Americans in the house. And then it's going to ask an email so we can send you your invoice. Now, obviously, we typically invoice on Fridays. This Saturday show is going to be lumped in with our Thursday, whatever show we do this week, because I'm not doing it on Halloween. I'm just not. And you'll still get your invoice on Friday. So it'll be bundled up so you get two shows with that same $8 flat rate. How to claim? Easy. Every book I put up is going to be a buy it now price. You can make an offer. Only books I can't do on offers are books that I sold the exact same copy of to somebody else. Obviously, it wouldn't be fair to them if you got a deal and they didn't. I don't play favorites. Ignore the first 30 seconds of the show where I explicitly told you I did. But yeah, to make a claim, you're going to say what the book is and the letter. It's first come, first serve. Whoever we see on our feed get the book first is gonna get the book. And remember, that's on our feed. Facebook prioritizes showing your comments to you first. You know, the internet's all a bunch of wires underwater. You're going to see your comment first. It has less to travel. That's scientific. Now, real quick, I'd like to introduce my co-host for the morning. This is Orlok. Now, Orlok is a bat boglin. Now, these were never produced in the 80s. They only made boglins with arms. They had designs for bat boglins, never made. Well, this is a bat boglin named Orlok. His wings attach. He is numbered. And he is hand-signed by Tim Clark, who, as everyone should know, is the creator of boglins. So this book is actually boxed, and boglin is actually pretty collectible because this was limited number produced. It is numbered over here. It's got a little square sticker, so you know the knockoffs that they make because this is so popular that you know this is authentic. And Tim Clark signed and dated 2022. Now, Orlok is here to provide color commentary today. He is available. Now, this is going rate for Mr. Orlok, $150. Remember, signed by the creator of Boglins, numbered, and I'm going to tell you a little secret. The guy I met at Toy Fair who's making these Boglins, he told me he only has a year to make them because Mattel took the rights to Boglins back because of the wild popularity of the Barbie movie. There is a Boglins movie in production. So in a year, Mattel is going to be making their own Boglins again. So this is going to be a rare Boglin. Get your signed Boglin before Boglin Mania hits, a la Barbie. I assume it will be even more popular. So he is available for $150. Remember, you're getting shipped that $8 flat rate for that Boglin. And he is a puppet. He is fun to play with. If you don't want to be a collector, take him out of the box. All my Boglins fly free. All right. Zach, have you shared the thing?
Yep.
Every one of you, please share this video. It's been so long since we've done a Saturday show. I want this to be a good one. I want this to be a good one because I'm sweating. Brad, he wears a lot of layers. I've got 5 layers on, and I'm sweltering under the stage lights. So we need to make some money. All right. First, on A, for Mr. Arthur Adams, this is Walking Dead Deluxe #1. Near mint condition, $5. Brand spanking new cover. Really nice, it's printed on really nice paper. But yes, this is the color, I think it's in, yes, it's in color. Color reprint of the first single issue of Walking Dead. Yes, that Walking Dead. So you get that original Tony Moore interior art, but live, brand new in color. Kirkman book, and you get that brand spanking new cover by Art Adams. It's just $5 near mint. If you haven't read Walking Dead #1, or you only read it in the original format, black and white, this is a great book to pick up.
All right. Aaron says Tim or Kim Clark on that Boglin.
Tim Clark, the creator of Boglins. This is like, we all learned this in elementary school, man. Like the famous guy who created Boglins, Tim Clark. Brush up on your Boglin history.
And then James said, I don't know what a Boglin is. That was an 80s toy?
It is an 80s toy. I think it's like a spoof on Gremlins, but they're puppets. Their eyes move. They feel weird. This one has wings. They're fun. They love to bite my cats. My cats love Boglins. They don't know it, but they do. All right, on B, I'm going Amazing Spider-Man. I told you we'd have Marvel books. This is ASM 220, facing off against the macabre Moon Knight. It's in very fine condition, $25. You got a web head in a coffin. Great cover by Mr. Bob Layton, who's usually doing Iron Man covers, so that's a little treat for you. That's in very fine condition on B, ASM 220. All righty. Trying to keep my genres mixed up here. Oh, I was laughing at this cover with Zach, who, we were talking about our favorite horror movies. He's a fan of Final Destination. I've only seen the first one, but apparently they've made 1 million. But this is Final Destination. This is a one-shot from Zenescope. Final Destination, Spring Break, Cancun. And the tagline is, Death Never Takes a Vacation. So this is a Final Destination one shot, near mint condition, $10. It's printed by Zenescope, so probably going to be a low print run, harder to find.
All right.
What do we got?
Smash Co's taking that ASM on B.
Who?
The Smash Co.
Smash Co. I like the name, sir. All right, keep it moving and grooving. Gonna replace that with Stray Dogs #1. This is the B cover, first print. It is obviously an homage to the Silence of the Lambs movie poster. It is a CGC 9.8, white pages, $55. Basically, Silence of the Lambs, but told from the, meets like All Dogs Go to Heaven, like told from the point of view of cute puppies. So if you are one of those people who before they watch a horror movie checks did the dog die, probably not the book for you. But otherwise, it is a fun read.
Alright, and Eddie will take that Final Destination on C.
Hell yeah! Alright, we're gonna replace that with Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing issue #20. Swamp Thing #20, facing a different Swamp Thing. Very fine condition, $20. That's on C. Alright. This is mostly horror books. I was just making a bunch of boxes of discount books for NC Comic-Con coming up next weekend. Make sure to be there. I'll be there. And I found a stack of Image Firsts, and a lot of them are horror. So lucky number 13. This is 13 first issues of Image Comics. They're reprints. A lot of them horror. You get Noctera by Scott Snyder, Tony Daniel. Descender, Jeff Lemire, Dustin Wynn. Spawn number 1, gotta have it. Department of Truths for all you like X-Files fans. Martin Simmons, James Tinian. Middle West, Scotty Young, Jorge Corona. Paper Girls was a show on Amazon TV. That's fun. Little Bird, didn't read that one. Homesick Pilots, The Walking Dead number 1 in original black and white. Wicked and Divine, not Halloween. Scumbag, that's by Rick Remender. East of West by Jonathan Hickman. And Radiant Black, the new Kyle Higgins superhero universe. So you're getting 13 number 1s, all for the low, low price of $10. So it's a little tasting plate, a smorgasbord, as they call them in Europe.
All right, Derek will take that Stray Dogs on B.
You got it, Derek.
And then George Hutchins is offering 11 for the Swamp Thing on C, and James Howard is George is upping it to 13.
Bidding war, I love it. I'll take unlucky number 13.
All right.
All right, we're going to go Hellboy. Got to have some Hellboy. This is a 3-issue Hellboy miniseries, The Storm. Obviously written by Mike Mignola, creator of Hellboy. Duncan Fegredo doing that interior art. I love Duncan Fegredo. He's done so much cool stuff. $10, all 3 issues near mint. It's some Hellboy reading. $10. Hellboy, basically, it operates as like just continual miniseries, and they are meant to be like new reader friendly. If you know what Hellboy basically is about, Spawn of Hellspawn, who has become like a paranormal investigator, saving like superhero. You know, if you know that much, you can read any Hellboy. All right, Vavoom! Vampirella. This looks like the cover of a swimsuit edition Sports Illustrated. This is the Vampirella pin-up special. You get a gorgeous cover by Mr. Adam Hughes. And Adam Hughes does some pin-ups in the interior. So does Jimmy Palmiotti, Frank Frazetta, others. So yes, if you are into the vamps, this is Vampirella pin-up special. High grade, very fine year mint condition, $8 on C. Alrighty. Now we're going, how about some, you gotta have some Treehouse of Horror. This is Bart Simpson's Treehouse of Horror number 2. Very fine year mint condition, $25. Also a spectacular, so that's cool. They stole that from us. You get Bart reading the comic that he's on, which is a gimmick I always love, because then on the comic he's on, the Bart on that comic is reading the comic that he's on, and it's like an infinite loop, man. Really makes you question, like, your place in the universe. $25, very fine year mint condition. Bart Simpson, Treehouse of Horror number 2. Everyone loves those episodes from The Simpsons. Who doesn't? Please tell me in the comments, what are your favorite Treehouse of Horror episodes? Do you have one? Are you Simpsons guy, Zach?
I am. I couldn't rightly tell you one off the top of my head.
Come on, man.
I know.
I do.
It's early.
I like the one with like evil Bort, where they find like the evil twin of Bart in the attic. And you have that great meme of the doctor punching him through the frame. All right, now we've got Harleen. This is all 3 issues of Stephen Sejcik's Harleen. This is DC Black Label. They are printed magazine size, prestige format. These are all first prints. $40 near mint. This is basically kind of a new retelling of Harley Quinn's origin story. You know, she's a clown. That's scary. So Halloween. $40 gets you the whole set. If you haven't read it, Grace, the manager of the Carrie store, is going to come to your house and murder you because that's one of her favorite recommendations as a Poison Ivy and Harley aficionado. It's great stuff. Stephen Sejcik's art is gorgeous. Highly recommend.
All right, that's going to Eddie Page.
You got it, Eddie Page. Oh, Eddie's back. Eddie. Eddie is a Halloween-aholic. He always watches our special. Eddie, is that right? Or is that a different Eddie? Let me know.
And Michelle would like to see the Boglin again?
I would like to see the baby. Yes. Here you go.
Thank you.
Who wouldn't want to see this Bat Boglin? Again, this is numbered. He has wings in the box that you attach yourself. It is signed, again, by Tim Clark, 2022. $150, or shoot me an offer. We do have unsigned, if you're cheap, versions of the Bat Boglins available in almost every Ultimate Comics location. The Raleigh store, unfortunately, did not believe in the power of the Boglins, so you can't go there. The mall, though, has, every Boglin you ever did see.
Alright, and I got a few answers on that Treehouse of Horror.
Yes.
Martin says the King and Kodos as president.
That's a good one.
Aaron says the King Kong one.
That's also a good one.
And Piago says my favorite Treehouse of Horror is next year when Repchild shows up.
Oh, yes, I've been looking to get into voice acting. It seems like an easy... No, I'm just kidding. It seems like it takes a lot of work. But I'd love to do it. All right, on F, Casper the Friendly Ghost. Harvey Comics. This is issue 19 of Casper the Friendly Ghost. VG condition, a 10 center, so probably from the 50s. $10. Who doesn't like Casper? Listen, when I still thought I liked... I had a crush on Casper as a kid. Human Casper from the movie. Who didn't? Devin saw one. 90s heartthrob, right? It was the haircut, man. All right. Cool. So, keeping it moving and grooving. On A, we've got Adventure Comics 436. It is in very fine condition, $15. A gorgeous cover by Mr. Jim Aparo. $15 on A and VF.
Alright, if I could get a quick rundown on D.
On D, that is 13 Image Firsts. Reprints of first issues, like popular Image series. A lot of them were horror, so I just put them together. You get 13 for 10. Quick rundown on the names. You get Noctera by Scott Snyder. Descender by Jeff Lemire. Spawn #1. Department of Truth by James Tinney and Martin Simmons. Middle West by Scotty Young. Paper Girls. Little Bird. Homesick Pilots. The Walking Dead in black and white. Wicked and Divine. Scumbag. East of West. And Radiant Black. All for $10. So a lot of really good reading.
Alright, and would you do Hellboy on B for 6? You have it at 10?
Yes, I would. Remember the show Dark Shadows? I don't. I never watched it. I know they redid it with a movie with what's his name? Willy Wonka? What's his name? Jack Sparrow?
Johnny Depp?
Johnny Depp, yes. I don't think people liked it. But maybe you like the original television show from the probably 70s. Dark Shadows, 20 cents. Barnabas Collins, right there. His soul is trapped in an old man's body and destined to die in it. So this Gold Key, Dark Shadows issue, mid-grade condition, $8. Maybe you love Dark Shadows. Maybe, tell me in the chat if I have some homework to do. I need to go watch Dark Shadows at home. Let me know.
Alright, got a request for Phantom Stranger or Zatanna.
Okay.
And Michelle Southers wants to know if you would do 90 for the Boglin.
A discount on a numbered, hand-signed Orlock. It is from Michelle Southers. Yes. You can take home Orlock for $90. Now that's a deal. On the Boglin's website, he is available for $150. But the Michelle Southers price, $90. And if you want to be like Michelle, feel free to take him out of the box in the live show group chat. Show off puppeteering with Orlock so we can move these Boglins. All right, but I am excited for you. I have an Orlock at home, and I'll tell you, I haven't taken mine out of the box.
Alright.
Okay.
And the price on D is $10.
$10 for 13 issues. The mind boggles at the savings. Those were all originally $4 books. Alright, well, I know you had requests. I haven't gotten back to the boxes, so let me get through my initial piles here. Raven #1. This is the Raven miniseries. This is an 8-issue miniseries, or possibly 12. Near mint condition, $4. Written by Marv Wolfman. The guy who created the new Teen Titans. Co-created with George Perez. $4 near mint for Raven #1. Great looking cover if you're a Raven fan. Who isn't? And I'm not talking about football. I never am. Alright, on C. This is a big set. Don't judge it by its size. Big in impact. This is Walking Dead 97 through 102. Probably one of the most consequential story arcs in the entire run. Near mint condition, $50 gets you the whole set. Robert Kirkman, Charlie Adler, the Something to Fear saga. Now, 100 is a B cover. 98, Death of Abraham. It's the first appearance of Dwight. 100, the big issue, first appearance of Negan. And spoiler alert, everyone's favorite, Glenn dies. $50 near mint gets you that whole set. No one make me an offer on this. I priced this myself 5 seconds before the show started. You want to know the effort that it took me to put this in together? 13 issues? All right. Now let's see what we got here. Oh, I love this one. It is Flash number 45 from the New 52 run. Near mint condition. It was a Monsters of the Month variant special. So you get a Monster Turtle Flash and others from 2015. I don't know. It's just a real fun cover. Near mint condition, $5. I love that really stylized take on the character. $5. Who's trick-or-treating this week? I am.
Any Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
Yes! I'll have to find it, though.
And that was our last signed Boglin.
That's it. It's called You Snooze, You Lose. You know, when I tell you to buy something, your instant impulse should always be just spend the money. Or else you get beat on Boglins. On E! Alright, get ready to make everyone's favorite joke. It's time for the Giant Size Man Thing. Haha. Alright, it is Giant Size Man Thing issue 2. 68 big pages, 50 cents. The monster runs wild. It's in like VG minus condition, does have a crease down the cover, but it's Giant Size Man Thing, number 2. Just, you gotta have that so you can tell your friends that you own a Giant Size Man Thing and then be asked to leave the school function. $8 on E.
Alright, got a combo offer for you?
Okay, pizza flavored, I hope. What have we got here?
Aaron would like to know if you would do the Adventure Comics on A and the Casper on F for 20.
Yes! Alright, it's the Halloween show. We gotta have Mr. King Kirby doing some monster books. This is Monster on the Prowl, number 24. So some later Bronze Age Marvel horror. It's in mid-grade condition, fine condition. You get a Jack Kirby cover. He also does the interior art. This is Magnetor. What an interesting guy. It looks like he's a giant ape, possibly with magnet powers, because there is a car flying, but I don't know. Monsters on the Prowl, number 24, mid-grade condition, $10. How? How does he do it? Magnetor is uprooting the entire city, people, cars, even buildings. If he isn't stopped, we're all doomed. If that doesn't get you hooked, I don't know what does. $10. And again, you're getting Jack Kirby interior art. Okay. We wanted Sabrina. We wanted other requests. So the problem is, you know, and it's not like this is how we always do it, but things are just, you know, in boxes. So, cut me some slack if it takes me a minute to get to your requests. You know I got you covered, eventually. Alright. So let's get some, you know, some crosstalk going. We were talking about our favorite spooky movies. What's on the docket? What are you guys watching Tuesday night instead of me on the live show? Because I am going to be watching a movie too. Let me know in the comments. And Zach, read the comments. And I'm going to keep selling comics. Break. All right. Okay. All right. On F, Dracula. Yes, the hit Bram Stoker's adaptation from Francis Ford Coppola, starring Keanu Reeves doing some attempt at an accent. Winona Ryder, Great in it. What's his name? Playing Dracula. Famous actor. Great in it. Lots of famous people in this. But yes, Bram Stoker's Dracula. This is from Topps. Yes, the trading card company when they dabbled in comics in the 90s. But highly recommend this. It is the comic script, adapted by Mr. Roy Thomas. You're getting interior art and covers by Mike Mignola, creator of Hellboy. Labor of love, great read, $25, near mint condition. If you like the movie, you'll like the comic. If you like Mike Mignola, you'll like the comic. If you like Hellboy, then you like Mike Mignola. You'll like the comic. $25 for the set.
Alright, got a few responses on that Halloween movie. John Penta says The Nun 2. Matthew Sawyer says Alien. Stephen Conlon says Halloween 3.
Yes!
Joe Warden says Event Horizon.
Okay.
And James asks, anyone seen Leanna Quigley's horror workout?
No. But Halloween 3 is my favorite of the Halloween movies. Season of the Witch. So good pick. But I am an Aliens fan over Alien. Count Duckula, number 7. From Marvel Comics. Count Duckula. Fine minus condition, $5. Pairs well with the Dracula set.
Aaron says The Night of the Hunter.
Okay.
John Penta says, another conversation in chat.
Oh. Keep it on topic, people. Keep it spending money. Alright. On D. This is not Sabrina, but it is pretty darn close. Afterlife with Archie number 10. It is Josie! Josie and the Pussycats. But evil, perhaps. Francavilla, who's, the guy for Archie horror. Afterlife with Archie number 10. Josie and the Pussycats cover. Near mint minus condition, $10 on D.
Alright.
What do we got?
Jennifer would like to know if you did the Dracula on F for 20, you would have it at 25.
I would.
And David says the original Fright Night.
Ooh, that's a good one too. Alright, on F, our second slide. I'm moving. Alright, on F. Marvel Zombies number 1, written by Robert Kirkman, the creator of Walking Dead, Invincible, and so much more. He's the guy who came up with Marvel Zombies. Boy, did that change comics forever. This is the first issue of Marvel Zombies. Obviously, you get Arthur Sidum, who is doing the cover. He does so many of the Marvel Zombies covers, a lot of them homages to famous comic books. This is going to be your homage to Amazing Fantasy 15, the first appearance of Spider-Man. CGC 9/8, $325. If you can't afford Amazing Fantasy 15, and if you're watching the show, probably we all can't afford it. It's so expensive. You can have a zombie version to show your friends. $325. It's a great looking book. And yeah, it's Kirkman, who doesn't like that guy?
Right. Eric says original Exorcist.
And nobody liked the new Exorcist, I heard.
And James would like to know if you do the Josie on D for 8, you have it at 10.
Yes. Gonna replace that with, let's go Terminator. This is the Terminator number 1, very fine condition, $20. This is gonna be your first appearance of the Terminator in the in comics. So very fine condition, $20. What more is there to say? I just saw that the actress who played Sarah Connor is gonna be in Raleigh this summer. And since I know the guys who run GalaxyCon, they always say, Sienna, if you want some autographs, I might go in on Sarah Connor. I mean, she's so cool. I might go in on hey man, I do want to meet her. Alright, what do we got?
Would you do the Walking Dead on C for 35? You have it at 50 for Steven?
Yes, I would.
And Eddie asks, any Goosebumps books today?
Oh, we might have some Goosebumps. On C. How about some old school Vampirella? Vampy, number 51 from 1976. Back when Warren was releasing it magazine size. This is actually in pretty decent shape. The magazines, they're just, people don't have the boxes to contain them, so they don't hold up. You see a lot of them in poor condition. This is in fine minus condition. Robots, zombies, aliens, the living dead, all in Vampirella, number 51. Fine minus condition, $20 on C.
And a request for Munsters.
Oh, we have Munsters #1. Can you believe that? I was so excited I got that in a buy. Yes, Munsters is coming up. Don't worry. I do not have the Rob Zombie Munsters, though. I apologize on that. All right. No giant-sized man thing?
No?
Nobody watching this has that? Or maybe everyone already has it. Yeah. That's what you guys all say. All right. On E for Elvira. This is Elvira, House of Mystery, number 11. Oh, man. Dave Stevens does some incredible covers on every single issue of this book. This is probably one of the most iconic covers. It's the giant-sized Halloween special. No trick. It's a treat. Pretty high grade for this, VF minus condition, so you're looking at like a 7.5. Elvira, House of Mystery, number 11, $75. Dave Stevens cover. Elvira, what more do you need? I love Elvira. Even more now that I found out she's one of us.
Alright, got an offer for you?
I'm listening.
Did you do the Vampirella on C for 12 for James? You have it at 20.
12. What is it?
20.
What is it again?
Oh, the Vampirella 51, the big one.
The biggin. Yes,
Yep.
I can.
Alright.
We gotta get some Futurama up. We gotta get some Hellraiser up. We gotta get some Nightmare. I gotta move.
Matthew asks if you've ever met Elvira.
I have not. She is, again, if she comes out here, that is one I will be taking up the offer on. She seems just so cool. Oh, Sabrina. Haha. We're doing it, guys. We're doing it. I'm sweating. It is so hot. It is so hot. I don't know what I was thinking with this. I was thinking I only want to have one costume this year. Okay. Spawn. And cool. All right, let's go. All right, on C, we had requests for Sabrina. This is issue number 5 of The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, the Archie horror adaptation version of the character. Hack cover. It's in near mint condition, $25. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, as adapted onto Netflix, $25. All right. No Count Duckula fans. This is just, it doesn't make any sense. Now, I hope we have some X-Files fans. They call me Spooky Sienna. This is Axed. Who doesn't love a good spoof comic? So this is a parody comic, so not licensed. Someone was like, I'm going to make a joke. Alright, so this is the Axed Files. So it's a parody comic, so it's, jokey. If you like X-Files enough to get some X-Files humor, here you go. Poor Mulder has Spock ears on here and has also got an alien chest burster popping out. Yeah, Scully just has a Little Miss Perfect star. But hey, it's in near minus condition, $10, from 1996. So yeah, I actually watched a ton of the X-Files. I think almost all of it during the pandemic. That was one of my pandemic watches. Alright. What do you got for me, Zach? Anything?
We are caught up.
Ugh.
James says, I'm surprised Elvira hasn't been to the big sci-fi con in Raleigh. Seems like her jam. I know she's been to Charlotte.
She was just in Richmond this year for, GalaxyCon has a spin-off Halloween convention that I think kicked off. This was the first year they did it, and they did it in Richmond. I did not want to drive up, but... alright, how about some Venom? He's spooky. This is Venom number 4. Of course, another great homage cover to Amazing Spider-Man 301? No, 300. 300. Come on, man. Alright, Venom number 4. This is from the 2022 run. Ron B. Writing it. This is a cover by David Yardlin. Doing an homage. CGC 9.4, that's still near mint, just $50. It's a great looking cover. Black Suit Spidey, ASM 300 homage. I'm derobing, I'm sorry. sweater's next. All right. I just gotta bully you into buying these books because I want them all. I love the Halloween special. All right. On D. This one's an oddball. This one I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't sell, so this one probably will just immediately. Bewitched, #1. You gotta like twitch your nose right, and then she winks. Is that it? I think I've only seen the mid-2000s one that they did when they tried to make Bewitched a thing again. But this is Bewitched #1. First issue of the comic adaptation of the hit series where this young neighborly woman is, I think, a witch. And I think she, like, twitches her nose and winks when she's about to do magic. Is that right? Have you seen Bewitched, Zach?
It's a little before my time.
Okay, well, if you can Google, let me know if I'm right about the nose twitching. First appearance, I guess, of Bewitched in comics. VG Plus condition, $50. On D. I assume our viewers are Bewitched fans. At least one. We've got to have at least one.
Yep, we got a few yeses.
Is it the nose twitching? That's a thing? No X-Files fans. You guys don't deserve this show. Alright. Probably E or F, Zach?
Do F.
Okay. Alright. Well, I'm going to put up a Bill Sienkiewicz Spider-Man comic. That is ASM $2.95. Life in the Mad Dog Ward. ASM $2.95. High grade, near minus condition, $12. Bill Sienkiewicz, you don't see him on too many Spidey covers. $12 on F.
Alright.
What you got for me, Zach?
Would you do the Venom on A for 40? For Kate, you have it at 50.
For Kate! She put up with my name jokes last week. I should, earlier this week. 42. 42. Give me $2 more. Cool. Alright. On E, we're going... Clive Barker's Hellraiser, #15. This is from Boom Studios. It's in near mint condition, $12. I haven't seen it yet, even though I'm a Hellraiser fan. I heard decent things. The new Hulu Hellraiser show, where there's like the original girl becomes Pinhead. Spoiler alert. That idea concept is created in this comic book series. That is the series where that first happened. So if you love the Hulu show, if you're a big fan of the Hellraiser mythos, I've seen far too many of them. That is going to be $12 near mint on E. They have really low print runs. It was before Boom Studios was like a big publisher.
All right, and that's going to Chris St. George.
You got it. You like Hellraiser, Zach?
Haven't seen it, to be honest.
You gotta watch Hellraiser. Just one.
I'm familiar with his other stuff, though. Clive Barker's.
What other stuff?
He made a video game, actually.
Oh. I thought you were going to talk about his other movie. I have seen one of his other movies, and it's not good.
And then 42 works on that Venom.
You got it. For Kate. For me, I like movies that are good, personally. And movies that are bad. So you're just saying I like movies. But, Allison, like, if we watch movies together, like, we had to watch every Predator movie, even though I told her, like, man, they get bad. But she's got to know the whole world. So, once we watched Hellraiser together, we had to watch Hellraiser. I personally stopped after 3, but she kept going. On 8, Blair Witch, the Blair Witch Chronicles. Oh my god, here's another, like, iconic horror movie that changed horror movies. The found footage concept. This is the Blair Witch Chronicles. It is all 4 issues in near mint condition. $40 from Oni Press. Again, gonna have pretty low print runs, harder to find. There's a big horror community. They're always trying to track down the Blair Witch comics. That always scared me. Have you seen that for Halloween one year, Cartoon Network did like a 10-minute Scooby-Doo Blair Witch project parody that like it was too scary to show on Cartoon Network? Alright. On E, Spawn, #223. And another homage But it's an homage to Walking Dead #1, Spawn 223, near mint condition, $50. Todd McFarlane, homaging the classic Tony Moore cover for Walking Dead #1. I'm gonna keep talking about print runs, but man, this era of Spawn, when they start doing parody, like homage covers, they're trying to sell more Spawn, because the print run, they printed less than 25,000 copies total, of this era of Spawn. They're super hard to find. So near mint condition, 223, Spawn, $50 for the Walking Dead homage.
All right. We got a request for a silver bronze House of Mystery, House of Secrets.
I do. I have a House of Mystery in my hands.
Matthew's waiting on that Ghost Rider.
Oh, the Ghost Rider #1, aren't we all?
And then Rhonda will take the Spawn on E.
Got it. Help me, Rhonda. Rhonda, it's been a minute. All right, House of Mystery 225. This is low grade, but I have a good House of Secrets to pull. This is House of Mystery 225, one of those big 100 pagers, VH minus condition. Listen, you've got Skeleton Fireman, The Man Who Died Twice, something that is alleged to scare you to death. It's in VG minus condition, wear on the cover, but you're getting multiple House of Mystery stories. It's a big 100 pages. VG minus condition, $10 on E. House of Secrets. Where's our Werewolf by Night guy? I'm surprised you haven't been asking me for Werewolf by Night. I made sure we had it. In question, do we have any Something Is Killing the Children fans in the chat? Do we have any Juggalos in the chat? I'm always wondering that. Do we? Do you like Fago, Zach?
Fago?
Do you know what Fago is?
I do not.
Guess you are not a Juggalo. Fago is a super cheap soda that is very important to the Juggalo community. Do you know what a Juggalo is?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Probably Sabrina. If I'm talking about them, let's put them up. All right. Haha. Insane Clown Posse. Raise the Deserts with a Z of Glass. It is explicit. But from Chaos Comics, this is a 3-issue from 1999 Insane Clown Posse comic book. So if you really are down with the clown, you gotta prove it by purchasing this. Near mint condition, $25. Look at the first Insane issue. Look at how crazy he is. He's licking a knife. That's wild. He's got his foot up and there's blood on it. Oh my goodness, parental advisory. $25 on C for the Insane Clown Posse set.
All right, and the request for Wanda.
Okay. Was that Rhonda? No.
Nope.
But it did rhyme. Okay. Alright, here's that House of Secrets I promised. And it's a Neil Adams cover, so can't go wrong with that. There's no escape from the House of Secrets. This is a big issue. This is House of Secrets number 81, mid-grade condition, fine condition. This actually gives you the origin of the House of Secrets, and of course you get a cover by, one of the best comic artists of all time, Neil Adams, $100 on B. You don't get more House of Secrets than that. You can try, but it's not possible.
All right, would you do the House of Mystery on E for 8? You have it at 10?
Talking about horror movies that just changed the game. I personally can't do it, but I appreciate it. James Wan fans everywhere. Saw. This is Saw Rebirth. This is going to be your origin of Jigsaw, the creepy little puppet guy who rides around on a tricycle. The only thing I know about Saw I have seen in Scary Movie. But this is from IDW, Saw Rebirth. It's a near mint condition, $50. This is the preeminent Saw comic book. And again, you get the origin of Jigsaw. If you were always like, why is this little puppet putting people in death traps? I've asked myself that question often. This is going to give you the answer right there. $50, near mint. Again, hard to find. It's IDW, printed from 10, 20 years ago at this point, probably. All right. I did like James Wan's Malignant. Now, that was a fun movie. Did you see that one from a couple years ago?
No.
Wild. Very slow in the beginning. Last 20 minutes makes up for it. And then his wife wrote Megan. Alright. Or produced Megan or something like that. Alright. On F. Oh, this is cool. Chris Claremont's story here. This is Giant-Size Dracula, number 3. It is in VG- condition. You get an awesome Gil Kane cover. And Chris Claremont writes a story in there. Obviously, Chris Claremont, the X-Men writer. $10, VG- condition, oversized issue, 68 big pages. If you like the Marvel Bronze Age horror stuff, why not try Mr. Chris Claremont stuff?
Alright, would you do the Insane Clown on C for 18? You have it 25 for Chris?
I need Chris to type, I am down with the clown, and then yes. But I'm dead serious.
And then Matthew will take the Dracula on F.
You got it. On C, DC Marvel still do this today. They have fun. There's always a Halloween one-shot anthology issue that comes out. This is the 2007 one. The Infinite Halloween Special from 2007. You get 13 Tales of Terror. So it's going to be 13 little short horror stories featuring your favorite DC characters. It's in near mint condition. $8. Cover by Gene Ha, I think? Looks like Gene Ha to me. I would bet Zach's life that it's possibly drawn by Gene Ha. But, don't quote me on that. Alright. On F. How have we not had some ghosts up in here yet? Alright, gals and ghouls, it's Ghosts, number 29. Fine, very fine condition. Ghosts, again, kind of House of Secrets, House of Mystery era. This is another DC horror anthology series. You get multiple stories in every issue. Fine, very fine condition. And Nick Cardy, great Silver Bronze Age cover artist for DC Comics. I love his Aquaman covers. He did some great Superman stuff. And here he is drawing this Ghost cover. $8 in fine, very fine condition on F.
Alright.
What do we got?
Sean's taking the DC Halloween on C.
I have more than one copy.
And Robert wants to know if you would do Saw on E for 30. You have it at 50.
I could meet you at $38. $38, and if anyone else wants the 13 Tales of Terror, I have another copy available.
And Jen says hello from the Durham store.
Woo woo! Hello, Durham store. I hope your event is going swimmingly.
Alright, and Sean will take that Ghosts on F.
Got it.
38 works.
Done deal. Lock and load. Cemetery. Ooh, Ren and Snippy. We had requests for that the other day. Do we have any, did anyone, say, yes, something is killing the children?
Not that I heard.
Okay, well, we're gonna do it anyway. How about, was everyone just talking about Mad Balls instead? Maybe. That kid can always lie to me. Alright.
Got a request for something that's killing the children trades.
Well, different. Alright. We've got something close to that. But first, alright. We're going, The Munsters! Hey, they're the Munsters. It's the first issue of The Munsters. Based on the hit television show, The Munsters. From Gold Key Comics, The Munsters #1, VG minus condition. This is a classic cover. $140. Again, harder to find. Again, VG minus, you're going to sit you about a little bit under a 4, so 3.5. There are some creasing on the covers. There's a little bit of paper damage right above the trade dress. But for 3.5, looks damn good. It's attached. All that jazz. $140. A must-have for any Munsters fan.
All right, a few more yeses for Something is Killing the Children.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Then a request for more Sabrina or Michael Myers.
It's like I'm reading your brain, man. I got all of that. But first, we had someone say Michael Myers. Well, this is Freddy. Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare, issue #2. The official movie adaptation. Look at that. Rock and Roll is playing, and I really want to point out that the volume is at 13, so that's cool. Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. Very fine year mint condition, $20. Not intended for children. From Innovation Comics, who did all the early Friday the 13th comic book adaptations. Not around anymore. Harder to find. A lot of Freddy fans. Moving on. Alright. Sabrina. Sabrina #1. This is Sabrina #1. This is actually a reprint of Sabrina #1 that was for Halloween Comic Fest in 2015. But you get a really awesome, I think it's a brand new cover, by Hack. Near mint condition, $10. The first issue of the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina Hack cover. But yes, this is the Halloween Comic Fest reprint from many moons ago. $10 on D.
Alright, and Chris picked up that Freddy's Dead.
Alright. After berating people into Something is Killing the Children, I should really put it up later. But here we go. Something's Killing the Children. Now this is a set of exclusive variants for Something is Killing the Children. They're from our pals, Cadence Comic Art. So you get multiple different cover artists that they represent. But it is a set of issues 26 through 29. Each of those is going to have a limited print run. I mean, usually for Boom, not over 2,000 copies printed. I think their exclusives are 1,000 copies. So you have to look it up, but they are limited. Definitely under 2,000 copies a pop. Something is Killing the Children's 26 through 29. I'll show you the covers first. You get covers by Mahmoud Asrar, Fabrizio De Tommaso, Alessandro Capuccio, the artist on Moon Knight, and Marco Rudy. So 26. I love that one. That one's rules. 27. I also don't know if I'm saying the right numbers on these. Possibly 28. 29. Those are all the covers. We did a bundle deal for these. It's cheaper than you'll find them on Cadence. $70 gets you all four. 26 through 29. Something is Killing the Children. Exclusive variants from Cadence Comic Art.
Alright, would you do the Sabrina on D for 7? You have it at 10?
For whoever requested that, of course I would, but only for them. And we have more than one set of these. We have like just a handful. That is on F.
Alright, and Gustavus will take one.
Okay. We have another available. On D, I love this cover. Super fun Vampirella cover. This is Vampirella #3. Near mint condition, $8. Just super cutesy art style by Stephanie Buscema. Near mint condition, $8. I don't know. I just love it. It's really cute. Very like, I don't know. I don't know what to call that art style. So it looks like it should be like, if Vampirella was a Cartoon Network show, that's kind of what it looks like to me. $8 near mint on D. Alright. Still sweating. Alright, Futurama. I promised Futurama. This is Futurama, number 67. Very fine year mint condition. Zoidberg is in a time tunnel, perhaps? Or maybe a black hole? Futurama, number 67. Very fine near mint condition, $20. Does have a crease on the cover. That's on B. Alright.
Alright, Sean's taking that Vampirella on D.
Super cute. There's some more Buscema covers coming up. Gonna replace that with Marvel Team Up, number 36. Spider-Man teaming up with Frankenstein's monster. Bedlam in the Balkans. Marvel Team Up, number 36. I hate when there's Bedlam in the Balkans. Very fine condition. $15. It's not every day. Spider-Man is fighting alongside Frankenstein's monster, though it looks like they are fighting each other. $15. Spoiler alert, I think fire might come to play. Alright. And I know I'm looking, if you've already asked for something, I am looking for it across the boxes. Again, we have a lot prepped. And, you know, hard to find things on the fly. But if you have a request you haven't made, you know, like Sienna, I thought we'd have seen this by now. Please shoot me a request. I can do. We wanted Halloween, right? We wanted some Michael Myers. That I can do. Gotta get some EC horror reprints. Gotta get some Ghostbusters. Bill and Ted. Okay.
Those Buscema Vampirellas. Do we happen to have number 4 for James Howard? He's headed out to lunch soon.
James, you're a Halloween guy. If you're headed to lunch, let me know what you want. But yes, Vampirella, number 4, near mint condition, $8. Here we go, Stephanie Buscema. That's on A. Swipe it out of James's hands by claiming it first. All right. On C, Ghostbusters, number 13 from Now Comics. This is a newsstand, VG condition. The real Ghost, not the fake ones. This is the real Ghostbusters, number 13. Newsstand, $5. It is approved by the Comics Code Authority.
All right, and that Vampirella's going to James.
Got it. All right, some Michael Myers, Halloween Night Dance. This is from issue number 3 of Halloween Night Dance. You get a great cover by Mr. Greg Capullo. You know him as the artist on Batman Spawn. But yes, Halloween Night Dance. 3, this is the B cover, so the subscription cover can be a lot rarer than the A cover. It is in near mint condition. It is $75.
All right, Chris will take that Halloween on A.
You got it. Gonna replace that with Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. This is from Marvel Comics. This is the Marvel comic adaptation of the Bill and Ted movie. It is a newsstand. You get Death spooking Mr. Bill and Ted. It's a Keanu morning for us. Big oversized issue, very fine condition, $8 on A.
All right. Matthew asks, what time is break?
Soon.
And Tim will take the Ghostbusters on C.
Gonna replace that with Akira! For our manga fans, this is Akira number 1. This is the Epic Comics color reprint of the original Japanese manga, Akira. Man, you know, sci-fi, cyberpunk classic. This is in very fine near mint condition, so about a 9.0, $70. I got the whole, I've seen this, but my little blurb. Sci-fi series that takes place in a futuristic Tokyo, Neo-Tokyo, after a mysterious explosion that kicked off World War II. Akira is one of the first manga series I ever read, and incredible. If you haven't read it, I don't know why you would start with this, but, well, it's because it's the first issue, and maybe you want to read it in color. So it's prestige format, square bound, in color. Obviously, it was originally black and white. $70.
Alright, got a request for Disney Halloween, specifically Scarecrow or a Trick or Treat.
We'll see. I've got lots of Darkwing Duck.
Any Bloodstones?
Yes! Man, I was for sure that Monsters was going to sell. Alright. Blair Witch Project. How about, this is the Blair Witch Project. Very fine near mint condition. You get some interior art by Mr. Tommy Lee Edwards, who is going to be signing at NC Comic Con next week. From Oni Press. This is the official movie adaptation of the Blair Witch Project. Just $8. Very fine near mint condition. On E. I guess the Blair Witch Project Chronicles were probably like an anthology series, maybe? Was?
Any Friday the 13th, Jason?
Yes. Not in my hand yet. But first on D, this is Marvel Premiere number 28. Good Plus. It is going to be the debut of the most spine-tingling team-up of all, the Legion of Monsters. Marvel Premiere 28, Good Plus condition, $65. First team appearance of the Legion of Monsters. Dracula, Werewolf by Night, Ghost Rider, Man-Thing. They all said, let's get together and be spooky together. And Morbius. Not Dracula, sorry. $65 on D. Also, pretty classic looking cover. On B, Wonder Woman, number 97. Near mint condition. This is Brian Boland's cover where you get like Wonder Woman as the Joker. $8. It is in very fine near mint condition. On B for Mr. Brian Boland. All right, and then I think 12 o'clock might be a good time for me to take the sweater off. So I'm going Ruby-Dooby-Doo. This is Scooby-Doo issue number 2. Scooby-Doo number 2 from Charlton Comics. Fine, very fine condition. $75. Scooby being spooked by a vampire. I love Scooby-Doo. Who doesn't love... I mean, like, just saying I love Scooby-Doo. Everyone does. I grew up with the live-action movies. Which, I mean, can we agree? Perfect casting across the board.
Right.
Fine, very fine condition puts it about a 7.0, and that is $75 on F. And Zach, go.
Gustavus will take the Wonder Woman on B.
You got it? And then we're about to hit when I just said I was going to take a break because I'm sweating to death. So we're going to quickly put up great Steve Plug cover here. This is Werewolf by Night number 13. $50. Very good fine condition, about a 5.0. We got some mummies, we got some werewolves, we got Steve Plug. Werewolf by Night number 13. It is in very good fine condition for just $50. It's going to be your first Topaz, and the Sorceress. The first appearance of Taboo, a witch. $50 gets you that in, better, like mid-grade. VG fine condition, $50 for Werewolf by Night. Unlucky number 13. We are going to take just a quick 1-minute break. I just need to strip. Like, listen, I'm a Rocky Horror character. Like, I contractually am obligated to get down to my boxers by the end of the show. No, we're just kidding. Be an HR violation. But yes, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we will be right back. So stay tuned. I'll see you in a minute. This is your bathroom break. Welcome to the Ultimate Comics Super Secret Warehouse. We have so many unprocessed boxes, literally thousands. What you just saw in the little shot was not even half of just unprocessed long boxes that we have not gone through yet. This is the stuff we use for our live show, so I thought it'd be really fun to give you guys a behind-the-scenes look and hopefully find gold. If not, it should still be pretty fun to see what's in this box. All right, let's see what's in this bad boy. Oh, heck yeah. This is the first print of Ultimate Spider-Man 1. This is the OG printing. You know, you got a couple ticks on the spine there, but
Still probably like a $50 book. Pretty nice. And that is pretty hot right now. Oh, snap! I am very surprised I censored myself. This is the first issue of Knights of the Old Republic. This is a super hot book right now. I am really happy about that. That is awesome. Okay, alright, back to the box. Okay.
And the new Ultimate Comics.
At the new Ultimate Comics in Crabtree Valley Mall, we've got comics, toys, collectibles, and gnarly manga.
At Ultimate Comics at the Crabtree Valley Mall, you can come get your Polaroid taken with Alf.
Waka waka.
With so much to see and so much to do at Ultimate Comics in Crabtree Valley Mall, you'll want to bring the whole family. It's the grand opening Friday, November 5th.
We've got a rad feeling about this.
He's a weekend at Bernie's.
One time, please.
And we're back.
What? Whoa. Welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed a nice long pee. I am feeling so much better. So yeah, let's keep it rolling. By popular demand on A, we want the Ghost Rider. Who doesn't want Ghost Rider #1? I mean, geez. From 1967. The most mysterious Western hero. So Ghost Rider, you're gonna look a little bit different. This is not the first issue of the Johnny Blaze run. This is when he was just a masked rider. Roy Thomas story, Dick Ayers art, and a really gorgeous Dick Ayers cover. High grade for this issue from 1967. Ghost Rider #1. It is a CGC 8.0. You get the origin and first appearance of a brand new Ghost Rider, Carter Slade. $800. But yeah, this is the title that spawns the interest in Ghost Riders, and that's what eventually gets us to Johnny Blaze. But yeah, it's an 8.0. I've never seen one this pretty, personally. So, $800 on it. Boop, 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 boop. This one been up the longest?
Yeah, that or that, or B.
Yeah. Alright, on B, Mad Balls. Remember those guys. Definitely not as popular as Boglins. But Mad Balls. Mad Balls had a comic book. This is from Star Comics, which was the kid-friendly imprint of Marvel Comics. This is Mad Balls, issue #2. We're engrossing. Huh? That's fun. Mad Balls #2, low grade, VG condition, just $5. Get some nostalgia. Remember Mad Balls. If you do, buy the book. Why not? Just do it. I think. Alright, we got some more. Well, here's some. We wanted some Bloodstone. Let There Be Bloodstone. This is Bloodstone 1 through 4. This is going to introduce you to the most famous monster hunter of all. She even got her own Rudolph-type theme song. Elsa Bloodstone. But this is Bloodstone 1 through 4. All of those are in very fine near mint to near mint condition. Got some great covers. 1, 2, Michael Lopez. 3. I love the kind of Indiana Jones style cover for #4. Bloodstone 1 through 4. Very fine near mint to near mint condition. $250 is going to get you that set. It's of course going to be the first appearance of Elsa Bloodstone, daughter and successor to the famous monster hunter Ulysses Bloodstone. And it's the first appearance of Nosferatu in the Marvel Universe, who you might know as the guy who was flickering the lights in the hash-slinging slasher episode of SpongeBob.
All right, and Aaron, that would be $80 down for the Ghostwriter.
Oh.
And then $120 a month.
Yes, so that is a great time to remind you. Thank you so much, Zach. We do offer layaway if you're not familiar with the concept. If you don't have $800 lying around the house and you're, fun money, but you still want the book, we do offer layaway. It's a free service. You just have to put 10% down on the book. So as Zach just did the math for you, $80, that's 10% of 800. That is non-refundable. That is the cost of doing the layaway, that 10% non-refundable hold fee. Then for the next 6 months, we'll invoice you 15% of the book. Again, Zach did the math for you. That's $120 on that A. In 6 months, that would pay you off, and you'd be done. You can only have one item on layaway at a time. You can put a set, if we've already put a set and put one price on that, like the Bloodstone set on B, you can put that on layaway. But you can't put your whole purchase on layaway. That's crazy. That's madness. We've been burned before. If you want to pay it off early, you see something cool in 3 months that you want to put that on layaway, you can absolutely pay off before the 6 months are up. And if you're in danger of cancellation, Zach will spend months hassling you before we cancel, because we don't want to take your money without giving you the book. But it is annoying, so be good. But yes, we want you to get the stuff you want, so that is something we offer. Let's get some more Ghostbuster. What? Did you know there was a different Ghostbusters franchise, Zach?
I did not.
Well, we're about to talk about it. We're about to dig into it. I didn't either. Hellraiser. Shaun of the Dead. That's a good one. Oh, the Three Stooges. Who doesn't love those guys? Okay. Because I tantalized you with the idea of a different Ghostbusters. This is from First Comics. This is Filmation. Everyone remembers that company. Filmation's Ghostbusters. So a different Ghostbusting crew, which features a talking gorilla with a detective hat. So that's cool. What a ripoff of that proton pack. As seen on TV, though. And it comes with games, puzzles, and activities that let you help the Ghostbusters. And remember, the Filmation's Ghostbusters. This is from 1987. This is Filmation's Ghostbusters, issue number 4. It's in very fine condition for $15. This is based on Filmation's Ghostbuster, a television series, and that's going on E!
Alright, and then if I could get conditions on B and C, please?
Yes, on C. That is Akira number 1. That is in very fine near mint condition. So that puts it about a 9.0. It is... Corners aren't bad at all. There are some, like, 1 or 2 minor scratches on the cover. Again, based on the cardstock on these square-bound books, it's easier to have, like, a scratch instead of a crease on the cover. So we put that at about a 9.0 on Akira 1. Very fine near mint condition, $70. On C, they're all in very fine near mint and near mint condition. So 9.0 to 9.8. Well, I guess that's near mint plus. 9.0 to like 9.496. My guess is you want the number 1. That one is probably closer to that very fine near mint because of a like small crease along the spine. Some of it does look like it could be pressable, but some of it does break color. So that 1 is probably that very fine near mint, more in that range. But yeah, the whole set, very fine near mint to near mint.
And you got an offer on it?
I'm listening.
Would you do $175? You have it at $250.
You know I got a counter. You know, the sane person would say, Sienna, just go up right to $200. I want you to get a better deal. What do I have it at? $250, right?
Yeah.
$190. Look at that. $10 off. $10 off, the obvious deal to make. $190. That gets you the whole dang set. Let me know. No Mad Balls fans. Only we're all Boglins fans. Did you guys notice we included part of the Boglins commercial in the special Halloween intro? So that was fun. All right, on D, this is Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man number 127, a newsstand Milgram cover. I love Milgram's use of the negative space, facing off against the Lizard, Dr. Connor. It is in very fine condition, $10. Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man 127 on D. Scooby-Doo. On F, we have some more of these. I love these. This is the 1990 reprint of some early EC comics. EC, probably the most famous of the like pre-code horror comics from the 1940s. Again, everyone knows Tales from the Crypt. Tales from the Crypt number 1, featuring the Crypt Keeper, the Vault Keeper, and of course the old witch, the one-eyed witch. This is Tales from the Crypt number 1. So this is going to be 1940s interiors, but it was reprinted in 1990. It's in mid-grade condition for $8 on F. I love pre-code horror. The art in there is always phenomenal. And yeah, obviously always a couple $100 to find these in their original format. So if you want to read them, this is a great opportunity.
Would you do the Spider-Man on D for 8? You have it at 10?
Yep. Why I oughta. This is the Three Stooges. The Case of the Sore-Headed Sorcerer. Snoop Doopers, Larry Moe, and Curly Joe. The Three Stooges. In VG condition. One of them's a witch. I would guess that's Moe. So maybe Larry. Do you know the Three Stooges names? Let us know. Who is the witch on D? I know that one's Moe. It'd be funny if he was Curly, maybe, because I think he's bald. Let us know in the chat. On C. Now, I'm not going to lie. I love Barbara Crampton, too, from Chopping Mall. I am not a fan of Reanimator. I didn't get it. It wasn't funny to me. I don't know. Maybe I have to rewatch it. But this is from Adventure Comics. It is Reanimator, Dawn of the Reanimator. This is a daring new prequel to the original movie. It is definitely a cult classic 80s horror movie. And I know it's supposed to be like kind of like a, comedy. But this is the prequel to that movie. It is in very fine year mint condition. $15. Definitely a much beloved film. Let me know what I'm missing there. Have you seen Reanimator? Okay.
People are saying Curly is bald.
Oh, that was kind of what I was thinking. Humor.
And would you do the Tales from the Crypt on F for 5? You have it at 8.
Yeah. We're going to replace that with Ren and Stimpy from Marvel Comics. This is Ren and Stimpy issue number 40, featuring the Headless Horseman. Great American myth there, the Headless Horseman. Ren and Stimpy number 40, near mint minus condition, $35. Harder to find these kids' books in such high grade, because kids generally mess with their comic books. It's also issue number 40, so you're going to be longer into the series. They print less and less. People eventually drop off. So $35 for Ren and Stimpy, number 40. Was it a pass on 290, or is he thinking about it?
I haven't heard anything yet.
We got another issue of that. Ooh, Tim Bradstreet doing the cover on this. This is Clive Barker's Hellraisers from that same series we had earlier. Issue number 16. Near mint condition, $20 on E. Issue number 16. I think that's towards the end of the run. Alright. Back to the box. morning. Well, that's weird. Never seen that before. Zach, how are you doing? How's your monster treating you?
Trying to wake me up.
Come on, man. 11 a.m.
I know, right? I'm usually sleeping till 2 on weekends.
2 p.m.? When do you go to sleep?
Like 2 a.m.
Okay, alright.
Aaron says you're doing fine, thank you.
Of course. That is not a healthy sleep schedule, mister.
Not at all.
Oh, that's a cool one. I feel you. I'm normally not, I'm old, which I love saying because it makes everyone watching go, screw you, man. You're not old. So I normally don't stay out late, but I was out till like 2 yesterday. I was like, ugh, I gotta do a live show tomorrow. I gotta be up. Oh, here's Jason. We wanted Jason.
Aaron asks, how are you, Sienna?
Well, I already answered your dang question. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. Had fun at Rocky Horror last night. But I was not looking forward to getting up, but it wasn't as bad as I had anticipated. Anticipated. A little Rocky Horror joke in there for you. Okay. I'm just gonna, we don't have any fans of Depression era humor here, I guess. Who would have thought? Alright, on D, Jason X, in near mint condition, featuring Jason. Near mint condition, $10, Jason X, from Avatar Press, the company that does Crossed. It features Jason. It looks like he's killing people. That's kind of his thing, right? He's got a mask on.
Alright, that's going to Chris.
We have more than one! So if anyone else loves Jason, we got you covered. Did anyone give me any, insight into Reanimator? Was there...
I saw.
No love for it. I'm right. Alright, we're gonna go Toxic Crusaders #1. For fans of the hit, again, kind of cult classic, The Toxic Avenger. They're gross, but they still get the girls. As seen on TV, this is Toxic Crusader #1. It's a newsstand, very fine condition, $15. If you're a fan of The Toxic Avenger.
Alright, John Penta will take a Jason X as well.
You got it, John Penta. I also have an Archie book. I feel like you must have this one. I grabbed it because I heard your name earlier. So I was like, gotta get some Archie for John. I love this cover. This is Archie's pal Jughead, #78. It is in VG minus condition for $40. Frankenstein, Dracula, Mummy. Jughead, #78. Probably a 12 center. Let's see. 10 center, even better. VG minus condition, $40. A fun Silver Age Archie cover. For all you Jughead fans.
Do we have audio again?
Do we?
We lost audio for a second.
Uh-oh. Can you guys...
Audio back?
Sorry. Sorry about that. Alright. You know Batman, but do you know Man-Bat? This is a reprint of the original, introduction to Man-Bat in DC Comics. Neil Adams, famed, I think, co-creator of Man-Bat. I know he did the art on the early Man-Bat stuff. But this is Man-Bat versus Batman, #1. Frank Robbins, interior art by Neil Adams. 3 chilling conflicts. It's in very fine condition. $8. Printed in 1984. It's collecting the original 70s stuff. They did this with Neil Adams' Dead Man stuff. Reprinting it in a more affordable package for Man-Bat. People who want to get to know that guy. $8 on F. Alright.
Alright. Eddie asks, who is Sienna's favorite, Frankenfurter, Tim Curry, or Laverne Cox from the remake?
I mean, Laverne Cox, I know she played Frankenfurter on Broadway. Did she also, was there like a show, was there some way yes, off screen I'm getting the nod. So I don't think I've seen that. Was that the like when ABC Family was doing all the I saw their Grease one. It was fine. I did not see that. But I've heard she did well. I gotta go Tim Curry, man. Tim Curry. I was just like, you know, you don't really go to Rocky Horror to watch the film. Honestly, I could barely even hear it because everyone is doing callbacks and you're watching the actors on front. But man, he is chewing the scenery. Tim Curry is phenomenal in that movie. Is incredible, man.
All right, and George picked up that Man Bat.
Okay. On F, any Resident Evil fans? That's a video game. Resident Evil magazine featuring cover art by Jim Lee. It is in very fine condition for just $55. You get an interview with the producer of Resident Evil, and you get character designs. It is the official comic book magazine of Resident Evil. And it's a Jim Lee cover. I mean, how often does Jim Lee stop drawing Batman long enough to draw Resident Evil characters? Not very often. Probably this was the only time. $55 and VF on F. I've only seen the first movie. Have you seen any of the movies? Did you play the game?
Oh, I played all the games.
Okay. Did you see the movies?
I've watched bits and pieces of the movies. I got a quick offer for you.
I'm listening.
John Penta would like to know if you'll do the Jughead on E for 28. You have it at 40.
John, I know you so well. And since I specifically put the book up to get your money, yes.
Alright, and George, did get you down for that Man Bat.
Alright. On E. Amazing Spider-Man 210. We're getting the Spider-Woman movie. No, the Madam Web movie, I think, featuring Spider-Woman. I don't know, Sydney Sweeney's in it. ASM 210. The first appearance of Madam Web. Very fine condition, $80. Creepy cover. $80, that's a really good price on that for a big first appearance. Dakota Johnson from 50 Shades of Grey. That's her, right? She's going to play Madam Web. $80. ASM 210 on D. Got another slab for you. We had the B cover, the homage cover for Stray Dogs #1. This is the just first print A cover, brand new cover by Trish Forstner and Tony Fleeks, the co-creators of the series. $75 gets you Stray Dogs #1. $75. Again, it's like your typical serial killer horror movie. But with dogs.
Alright, and Derek will pick that up.
You got it, Derek. Our stray dog fanatic. Roof, roof. Alright. Enough barking, Zach. Alright. Let's get you some cheap stuff. Here we go. On E, this is Ghosts! The big 100-page giant. You get 9 action-packed adventures in this. These were when they were doing the 100-page giants to put in the Walmarts. These are brand new stories. They commissioned new stories, I think mixed with some reprints. Hey, Zatanna's in this. Zatanna alert. $5, near mint condition, 100 pages. Get Batman, Zatanna, Wonder Woman, Deadman, the Spectre in there. A John Constantine story, Black Lightning taking on a demon, all that, and a bag of chips. $5, and the Gentleman Ghost. But yes, here we go, Zatanna, $5, and a little sneak. We have 3 copies total.
Alright, if I could get a rundown on C.
On C, that is the Toxic Crusaders #1. It's a newsstand in very fine condition. $15, an adaptation of the same titled television show, The Toxic Crusaders, featuring the Toxic Avenger and his pals. That's all I got.
Alright, then I got Gustavus, Eric, and Aaron for a Ghosts on E.
We're out.
Gonna replace that with Ultimate Fantastic Four number 22. This is a big issue, written by Mark Millar, art by Greg Land. Great Magneto cover. Magneto choking out Reed Richards. He deserved it. I hate Mr. Fantastic. Ultimate Fantastic Four, number 22. It's in near mint condition for just a flat $50. This is going to be your first full appearance of Marvel Zombies. So, before Robert Kirkman creates the Marvel Zombies series, we had them show up in this issue. First appearance, near mint condition, $50. What you got for me, Zach?
Sorry, quick rundown on B.
B! B for Bloodstone. This is Bloodstone 1 through 4. Issue 1 is going to be your first appearance of Elsa Bloodstone, famed daughter of famed monster hunter Ulysses Bloodstone. That's her first appearance in number 1. It's also the first appearance of Nosferatu, famous vampire in Marvel Comics. The grade for the set is in very fine near mint to near mint condition. Number 1 is going to be a little bit on the lower end of that spectrum, closer to that very fine near mint. You're looking at like a 9.0, maybe eke out a 9.2 on that number 1. But yeah, we have it graded a very fine near mint to near mint for the entire set. So we said you have it at $250. I countered someone and said I would take $190. So a big $60 off.
Got an offer on that Ultimate Fantastic Four.
What do we got?
Would you do $35 for Darren Baxby? Yes,
I would. Gonna replace that with some spooky turtles. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 29. It is in very fine condition, $15. Featuring the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles battling against some vampires, Men of the Shadows. From 1990, this is the original Mirage run of TMNT. TMNT number 29. VF condition, $15 on E. Have some different Ghost Rider up here. We have Ghost Rider number 17, mid-grade condition, battling some demons with the Son of Satan, as you do if you're Johnny Blaze. Ghost Rider number 17, $10, mid-grade on C. Now, I know you're all wondering what my coffee order is. It is currently a vanilla sweet cream cold brew. And it is, I've been nursing this since 8 in the morning.
Got an offer on that ASM.
Let me hear it.
Would you do it for $55 for Mario Celli?
Give me... It's like 6%. I don't know if that's math is right. A little bit better than that, I think. Yeah, that's fine. All right. This is a great cover. This is also a rare cover. This was limited to 3,000 copies printed. This is Halloween 2, The Blackest Eyes, featuring an awesome Virgin cover with Mr. Michael Myers. It is in very fine condition for $125, and again, limited to just 3,000 copies of these bad boys in the wild at all. Great looking cover, Michael Myers in a pumpkin patch. What more could you ask for when it comes to Halloween? $125 on D.
And a quick condition on C.
So we have that at fine condition, so about a 6.0 mid-grade, right in the middle. All right. Do we have any Vamp Blade fans in the house? Hit us up. Let us know. Any people want more Casper? We're getting to the part of the show where I realize just how much stuff we prepared and how quickly I physically can go.
A request for Mummy.
Just mummies in general. Was it the Disney mummy? I didn't see any Disney mummy in here. Hack Slash. Do we have any Hack Slash fans? You think you're going quick, and then you're like, "Oof, gonna be here all night." And it's daytime. It's morning. All right. Kind of looking for some goofy stuff to mix in.
Any Lucifer.
Don't call me that. Maybe. That's weird. Sure. A lot of Vampirella. Dark Shadows. Baby teeth.
Any more early Hellboy sets?
Yes. Yes, I do have more Hellboy. I can put that up. How about Morbius? Ooh, that's a cool one. Cool. Okay, I got some. Gotta go Scooby. More Scooby-Doo. Monsters, Inc. Alright, there's some goofy stuff. Alright, on C, Psycho, #1, Innovation Comics. Psycho #1, very fine near mint condition, $10. I think this is the first comic adaptation of Alfred Hitchcock's hit movie, Psycho. Great film, $10. Watched it in film class in high school, and I somehow had not, through popular culture, taken in the reveal. So it was a wild reveal for me. On E, I remember that was the first movie I think that really introduced the concept of the spoiler. Like Alfred Hitchcock did this whole big advertising campaign for the movie, where they were like, "Do not spoil the ending for your friends. We want people to experience that in the movie." And I feel like that wasn't really a thing before Psycho. All right, the hit Batman. This is my favorite, one of my favorite Batman standalone stories. This is actually one of the first Batman graphic novels I read, and it is one that I always recommend to customers. Batman, The Long Halloween, perfect for Halloween. All 13 issues by Jeff Loeb, Tim Sale. Look at that #1. So this is the whole set on E. Great covers by Tim Sale. So every issue is a month in a year of Batman's life, and each issue features a different Batman villain. You get Solomon Grundy, Joker for Christmas, and they're all holidays. New Year's Eve, Valentine's Day. Of course, you gotta have some Poison Ivy on St. Patrick's Day. The Riddler, April Fool's, Mother's Day, rip his parents, again on Father's Day. But yes, already sold.
Matthew will take that on layaway.
You got it. It's a great series. And we wanted some more early Hellboy sets. Here is another Hellboy set. Here we go. Gotta be early because Mike Mignola's drawing it too. Stops doing that after a while. Hellboy, Conqueror Worm. Not that word. Conqueror Worm. All 4 issues of Hellboy, Conqueror Worm. Near mint condition, $20. That's going to be the complete miniseries. I assume featuring a worm. And it is written and drawn by Mike Mignola. He draws all his own stuff in the beginning, but eventually Hellboy becomes so popular, in order to pump it out at the rate it needs to be pumped, he stops doing the interior art. There's some great Hellboy interior artists in addition to Mike Mignola, but if you're looking for the OG. On F, we haven't had some Aliens yet. This is Aliens Newt's Tale. This is a 2-part Aliens story. It's in near mint condition, written by Mike Richardson, the founder of Dark Horse Publishing, published by Dark Horse. Every single issue, both of them going to be square bound, oversized, prestige format, near mint condition. And I'm pretty sure what this is it is filler for the Aliens movie. Obviously, we know Newt has to survive in the pipes in the sewer system of her colony. It's already sold. No, the Hellboy sold. So I think this is the tale of how Newt survived up until the Space Marines get there, up until Ripley finds her. So $18 gets you the whole set near mint. All right.
And that went to Thiago.
That one?
Oh, the Hellboy set.
Ani, Monsters, Inc. The Human Ween Party. What could scare monsters? Us, of course. This is the adaptation. We had Asterisk and Disney. Not what she asked for, but here we go. Monsters, Inc. The Human Ween Party. Near mint condition, $10. From Disney Comics. Who doesn't like Mike Wazowski? So yeah, it's a Halloween special for the Monsters, Inc. comic. Neat. Fun. We love that. We love to see it. On B, we've got Immortal Hulk 1 through 5. For talking horror, Marvel doesn't really do too many horror comics anymore. Immortal Hulk was a great mix of horror and superhero, making Hulk scary again. This is the first 5 issues, all first prints covers, beautifully painted by Mr. Alex Ross. The whole set is in near mint condition for $80. You know, the start of the just critically acclaimed series by Mr. Al Ewing, so popular that now he's doing Immortal Thor. First appearances in there. First appearance of Jackie McGee, who is a character inspired by Jack McGee from the Lou Ferrigno Hulk television show. First appearance of Dr. Fry, a man who experimented on himself with gamma radiation to discover immortality. First mention of The One Below All. You get the origin of Sasquatch, and you get Hulk fighting Sasquatch. Isn't that fun? That is $80 near mint for that entire first story arc.
Steven says human ween sounds wrong.
Well, I don't know where your mind is going, mister. But yeah, it does. It does. I'm not going to pretend it doesn't. All right. On F. On A, how about we do an empty one? This is a funny vampire comic. Triple the pages, triple the laughs from some company called Sit Comics, which I guess was making funny comic books. This is Super Suckers #1, a bloody funny vampire comic from 2018. So triple the pages, so probably like 70 pages, 22 times 3, maybe 68, of a funny vampire comic. $6. Why not give it a try? Rhonda's watching. Rhonda, I remember, was a big Preacher fan. I'm not sure if you already have this one, but it's a must-have for any Preacher fan, and you can't get much better condition than this. This is Preacher #1, first appearance of Preacher. Jesse Custer, Tulip, Cassidy, the Santa Killers. It is a CGC 9/8 for $300. So this is one of the big Vertigo hits of the time. Obviously got turned into a pretty long-running AMC television series. And it's a CGC 9/8, so pretty great grade for that book. Just $300 on C.
All right, Martin will take Halloween on D on layaway.
You got it, Martin.
And I got John coming in for that Super Suckers on A.
Hell yeah! Tell me if it's funny. Now, do we have any Purgatory fans in the chat? Personally, I prefer Heaven, but, you know. No, just kidding. The character Purgatory with an I. Now, this is a oddball. I had never seen this cover before, and it's apparently pretty rare. This is Purgatory. This has a Mike Deodato Jr. cover doing Purgatory in kind of like a sexy schoolgirl outfit. It was limited to just 1,000 copies. It is in near mint condition for $150. I like that she's got a little pumpkin head. She's been trick-or-treating. And she's got a little black cat. Purgatory, Mike Deodato Jr. Schoolgirl cover. Near mint condition, $150 on A. I've seen a lot of Purgatory covers before, but I've never seen that one. Dan Brereton, one of my favorite spooky artists. I love the Nocturnals. Have you ever, you know Dan Brereton stuff?
A little bit, yeah.
I love his art style. I love his Giant Killer book, his kaiju stuff, and Nocturnals is like probably his most famous creator-owned series. This is the Nocturnals, The Dark Forever. All 3 issues in near mint condition, $20. The art looks just like this on the inside. If you're not familiar with Dan Brereton, look him up. He is so good. D for Dan Brereton.
All right, Rhonda will take that Preacher on layaway.
You got it, Rhonda. I sensed it. And I promised you guys some duck books. I don't know if you want them, but we have them. Darkwing Duck #1 just came back. He is popular, man. You got a Dynamite series of Darkwing back again. Diamond just did a Darkwing Duck gallery statue. But this is the first Darkwing Duck in comics, baby. This is Darkwing Ducks #1, a Disney comic book. It is in VF Plus condition, so about an 8.5. It's just $50 on C for your first appearance of Darkwing Duck.
Okay, if I could get a quick rundown on A.
Sure thing. On A. This is Purgatory. It is a Mike Deodato Jr. cover. It is in near mint condition. There was just 1,000 copies printed total. This is Purgatory Mischief Night #1, the super premium edition. So Purgatory Mischief Night #1, the super premium edition. Mike Deodato Jr. cover. Limited to just 1,000 copies. And do you know what Mischief Night is, Zach?
I do not.
It's interesting. It's funny. You know how different areas of the country have different like slang, different words for things?
Yeah.
Apparently Mischief Night is very centralized to like where I grew up, like New Jersey, because there's like this test you can take online where like it asks you if you know certain words or what you call soda and things like that, and it can really localize like based on the slang you know and use where you're from. And it got me from New Jersey, and it was on Mischief Night. Mischief Night is the night before Halloween where you're supposed to pull pranks on people. Mischief Night.
Huh.
All right, what do we got? Anything?
Oh, you're caught up?
Okay. On F. It gets you some of these preview books. One of my favorites. It's that good, folks. It is that good. Spooky series. Written by Joe Hill. Yes, Stephen King's son. Became a hit multi-season television show on Netflix. This is Lock and Key. The first 6 issues of Lock and Key. This is the complete first story of Lock and Key. It's in a little bit out of order. It's like, what? 1 through 6. All in near mint condition. $175. Written by Joe Hill. This was like his big comic book debut. I don't know if it's his first work, but I know he co-wrote a series with his dad. This was his big one. Gabriel Rodriguez doing the great interior art. It has been turned into a television show, multiple seasons. Lock and Key has always been a go-to horror recommendation. Highly recommend if you haven't read it. $175 gets you that complete first story arc, all in near mint condition, all pretty low print run.
Steven says, I know Mischief Night, but I'm also from Jersey.
Yes, Mischief Night. It's really I think it's like Jersey, Pennsylvania, like that kind of tri-state area. We're like the only ones who use it. On F, Shaun of the Dead. Does he got red on him? He does. It's a red cover. This is Shaun of the Dead #1, near mint condition, $20. Everyone's favorite funny zombie. Well, actually, maybe you prefer Zombieland. Have you seen both of those?
Yep.
What's your preference?
Probably Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, me too. Shaun of the Dead. This is Shaun of the Dead #1 from IDW, near mint condition, $20. Simon Pegg. Right there on the cover there for you. $20 on F. That coffee's almost done. Don't you worry, guys. I know you're worried. Does anyone want more Michael Myers? More Freddy? More Spawn? Vamp Blade? More Walking Dead? More House of Mystery?
Chris says yes and yes.
So which one?
Both?
I said like 8 things. Halloween and Freddy probably is what he was talking about.
Wolverine.
I've got Wolverine in my, he's coming.
More Spawn.
More Spawn. Okay. Can do that. I like Spawn. Who doesn't?
Halloween and Freddy.
What about Leprechaun? I love Leprechaun, personally.
Another Halloween and Freddy.
Alright. That's what we came for, people. What about Elvira? You guys didn't have enough love for her. How about some more Simpsons?
Mummy again.
I'm looking for mummies, man. Any mummy I see, I put them up. Unless there's like a mummy preview book that you've been trying to tell me to put up already.
Batman.
Do Batman.
Got an offer for... Chris says Leprechaun.
Alright.
Got an offer for you.
I'm listening.
The Immortal Hulk set on B. Would you do it for 40? You have it at 80 for Gustavus.
I would do it for 55. Do it for $55 reduce.
And Matthew says the mummy from the preview post.
Okay, there we go. I'm gonna get this man his mummy.
Now, how much did you say on that Hulk?
55.
Alright.
There we go. Alright, by popular demand, supernatural thrillers. Number 5. The first appearance of the living mummy. It is in fine minus condition. It's about a 5.5. Presents well for that. I mean, man. Colors on it are great. Corners aren't bad. You got a little chip on that bottom right corner. First appearance of the living mummy. Fine minus condition. $75 on C.
And that's going to Matthew Sawyer.
You got it, Matthew. Thanks for your patience. Sorry, I wasn't sure which we were asking for. All right, Wolverine on C. Wolverine number 1. This is the first issue in his ongoing series. So after the Frank Miller, Chris Claremont run, we get his ongoing. This is Wolverine number 1. It is in very fine condition, $60. There are some fingerprints on the front and back cover. It's a black comic, so there's some prints on there. But it's the first issue of the ongoing Wolverine series, $60. We wanted Halloween. We wanted Leprechaun. Leprechaun number 2 from Blue Water Comics and Lionsgate Films. Leprechaun number 2. It is in very fine near mint condition for just $15. My favorite one is where he goes to the hood, because there is a behind the scenes photo of someone teaching Warwick Davis how to use a bong, because he had never smoked from a bong before. He had to do it in the movie. So there's this great behind the scenes shot of Warwick Davis as the leprechaun hitting a bong. Anyway, look up that photo. Very fun for me. I was a Leprechaun fan.
Alright, and that's going to John Jenkins.
Which letter?
D.
B.
D.
D.
Yep.
Alright, we wanted Halloween and Freddy. This is A Nightmare on Elm Street special number 1. I think it is the platinum edition because it's got silver foil trade dress. It is still in the original. Is it sealed? It is still sealed in the original poly bag. Nightmare on Elm Street, number 1. Near mint condition. The special. It includes a COA, and it includes a signed poster, signed by Brian Pulido. It is in near mint condition for $40 on D. Signed poster, Freddy. Still in the original poly bag with a COA. On F, We wanted Batman. We wanted Spawn. What about Batman Spawn? Yes, this is Batman Spawn number 1. It is a CGC 9.8 gold label because it is signed by Mr. Greg Capullo. I think this was limited to 666 copies, if I remember correctly. This is Batman Spawn number 1. You get a sketch cover by Mr. Greg Capullo, who also is doing the interior art. It was signed by Greg Capullo, and it has that nice yellow label, and it is a CGC 9.8 on F. Just $300.
Have you got it back?
Yeah. I have seen the message. All right, on A, we've got Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man number 7. It's a newsstand. Got a cover by Mr. Dave Cockrum, featuring the Menace, the man called Morbius. Spectacular Spider-Man number 7. Fine newsstand, $8, featuring Morbius on A.
Matthew says, well, you told me that one time you wanted to go hunting.
Did I? I don't know if I would make it. I mean, I'm sure I've said it. I've said a lot of things on this show. I don't know if I could kill unless I was personally being hunted. But I guess we would find out.
Alright, would you do the Nightmare on Elm Street on D for 30? You have it at 40?
I would. Gonna replace that. We wanted some Halloween. This is Halloween Night Dance. This is the C cover by Ben Templesmith. Halloween Night Dance number 4, the Ben Templesmith variant. It is in near mint condition for just $50 on D.
Alright, Rhonda came in first for that Spider-Man on A.
You got it. Rhonda, help me, Rhonda. On A, we're going to go Scooby-Doo. Ruby-Dooby-Doo. This is Scooby-Doo 141. It is a companion to the Scooby-Doo movies. Scooby-Doo and the Shadow Goblins. Scooby-Doo 141. High grade, very fine near mint condition. $8 on A.
Got an offer on the
Halloween?
Batman slab.
On the Batman slab.
$225. You have that 300.
I think $225 is a little cheap. I can do $250. Give me $250 and she's going home with you. You don't even have to take her out to dinner first.
Alright, Martin's taking that Halloween on D.
You got it, Martin. Gonna replace that with Bart Simpson's Treehouse of Horror. This is what we used. It's an awesome cover. It's the first Treehouse of Horror comic. The scarifying first issue of Bart Simpson's Treehouse of Horror, number 1. Very fine year mint condition, $50. It's what we use for our event. And you get stories by Mike Allred, creator of Madman. James Robinson, you know, from the 90s Starman and JSA. And Jeff Smith, the creator of Bone. So you get some real all-star comic creators doing Treehouse of Horror stories in that issue. $50. In very fine year mint condition on C. Did we want more Walking Dead?
On this Halloween, would you do it for 45?
Did he make an offer and we missed it, or?
The offer came after the initial claim.
We hate when that happens, but yes, don't do it again. You gotta make your offer first, because it's not fair to somebody else who might have claimed it outright. But yes, this time I can do it.
Alright, and $250 works for the Batman.
You got it. Gonna replace that with Halloween Night Dance, issue number 4 from Devil's Due Press. Tim Seeley interior art. This is the B cover by Roger Robinson. Near mint condition, $50 on F.
Quick, you get a quick condition check on the Wolverine on C.
Yes, it is in very fine condition, so about an 8.0. I do want to note there are some light fingerprints on the front and back of the cover. which is what put it at that grade. On B, a great preview book, super rare, from Atlas Comics, so that is Marvel before it was Marvel. On A, this is Adventures into Weird Worlds. It is 10-center, The Mad Mamba, some 10-cent pre-code horror from Marvel Comics. Adventures into Weird Worlds, issue number 25. It is in good plus condition for $200. The cover is almost detached. There is a 4-inch spine split, but it is still just there. You get art by Joe Snow and Bill Everett. You get a Joe Manili cover, who I love because he's done some killer westerns. And you get interior art by Joe Snow and Bill Everett, and it is edited by Mr. Stan Lee.
Alright, and Chris picked up that Halloween that was on F.
You got it, Chris. On F for Freddy. This is Freddy versus Jason versus Ash. The Nightmare Warriors. Freddy versus Jason versus Ash. It is a crossover between Dynamite and Wildstorm. This is the Nightmare Warriors, issue number 1. Near mint condition, $28 on F.
Alright, Chris is taking that as well.
You got it, Chris. All right. Sorry, getting some more of those requests. We're getting some Batman. Do we want more Spider-Man? Do we want Hack Slash? Is anyone reading the new Hack Slash series? I'm super stoked about it. Okay. On F, Redneck number 1. First print, a CGC 9/8 for just $45. Written and created by Donnie Cates. You know him, you love him from Venom, Thanos, Ghost Rider, you name it, he did it. This is his creator-owned series through Image, about a family of vampires that live in Texas and own a barbecue restaurant. It's a really solid series. This is the first issue. I think it's still the good spec. It is a CGC 9/8, and it is just $45, basically the cost of the slab without the book. So I think that's a steal of a deal. Pick it up for just $45.
Yes, more Spider-Man.
Okay, on A. Alas, Poor Uric. It is Amazing Spider-Man at $347. The classic Hamlet homage. ASM $347. Newsstand. Fine plus condition. Eric Larson cover. Alas, Poor Spider-Man. I Killed Him Well. $28. Great looking Venom cover. That's on A. And again, it's a newsstand. This is from the era of rare newsstands.
Chris is asking Rawhead Rex.
On C, how about some Clayton Crane Deadpool? This is Deadpool issue number 1, the first issue of the Daniel Way run on the character. He had a long run on the character. It's in near mint condition at $15. Clayton Crane doing a cover. Looks like almost like a War of the Worlds type thing. Definitely spooky. $15 near mint on C. On D. A classic horror series, great standalone read, just super, super solid. It looks like they're all in near mint condition except for issue 2, which is in very fine because there is some fingerprints on the back. This is all 6 issues of Scott Snyder and Jacques Witches. $50 on D. I have been waiting for this to get adapted into a movie because it is just so cinematic. Yes, this is all 6 issues of Witches. Again, all in near mint aside from that number 2, which is in very fine. It is a great read. Scott Snyder does horror just incredibly well.
All right, Kyle's taking that Deadpool on C.
Got it, Kyle?
And got a request for Nightbreed.
Ha! I've got some Clive Barker in my hand. I don't know. I'm sure we have Nightbreed somewhere. That was the movie I was thinking of. Let's do this one first. This is from IDW. This is Clive Barker's Seduth. Clive Barker's Seduth. This is the A and B cover. And they're in 3D. They come with 3D glasses. You're getting both A and B covers of this Clive Barker's one-shot in 3D in near mint condition for $15.
And Fright Night?
I thought I saw Fright Night earlier, but I haven't seen Fright Night since, but I will keep looking. To pair with that Batman Spawn slab, why not? Just the original Spawn Batman. This is the Frank Miller penned issue from Image. Todd McFarlane doing interior art. Spawn Batman. The crossover. The original crossover. Very fine condition. $15 on E.
Penny Lobo?
I don't know about Lobo. I did find some Lobo for next time, for just the future.
Alright, Gustavus will take that Batman Spawn on E.
You got it, Gustavus. Do we want more Swamp Thing? Do we want Chamber of Chills? Or any of that kind of stuff? That Bronze Age Marvel horror anthology stuff. Do we want any more X-Files? Maybe not parodies. Maybe just normal X-Files. Blade.
Did you have a Clive Barker set on C for 10? You have it at 15?
Yes, I would. Gonna replace that with some Spawn. This is Spawn, issue number 156. Great looking Greg Capullo cover. It is in very fine condition. Spawn. Greg Capullo. Not Greg Capullo, I'm sorry. Great looking Philip Tan cover. Spawn 156. Very fine condition. $25. A first appearance here. It's going to be your first full appearance of Zira, Queen of Seraphim. $25 on C.
Request for Blade.
Okay, I got Blade in my hand, but first on E, this is Venom. Sinner Takes All number 3. This is in near mint condition, $75. This is going to be your first full appearance of She-Venom. First She-Venom, first full appearance, $75 near mint. Venom, Winner Takes All, issue number 3. All right, we wanted Blade. On B for Blade. I didn't grab it. It is Blake's Blade. It takes one to kill one. This is the Mark Guggenheim, Howard Chaykin run on Blade. This is the first issue. Near mint condition. $15. Has a couple first appearances here. It's the first appearance of Lucas Cross, the father of Blade, who is also a vampire, because because Blade's a daywalker. And the second appearance of Afari, and his first appearance in a standard comic book.
Alright. Would you do Witches on D for 40? You have it at 50?
Yes, I would.
John's going to claim that Blade on B.
You got it, John?
And a quick condition check on the She-Venom on E.
We have it at near mint at a first glance. You know, it is not a 9/8. Might do well with the press, but there looks like 2 non-color breaking spine ticks, and then 2 to 3 like color breaks. So, you know, you can have a color break at a 9/2, 9/8. So, you know, you're probably still in that like kind of 9/4 range at least. $75. On D, Batman Who Laughs, his one-shot special. This is Dark Knight's Metal, Batman Who Laughs. It is the one-shot that gives you the origin of Batman Who Laughs. It's got that original Capullo cover, foil cover, near mint condition, $20 on D. Wanted some more Archie? If you did, this is Afterlife with Archie number 10. A cover by Mr. Jim Balent, who is the longtime artist on the Catwoman series. It's in near mint condition. You get zombie hunting cheerleaders, Betty and Veronica here. Afterlife with Archie 10, the Balent cover. Near mint condition, $12 on E.
Alright, and Gustavus coming in first for that Batman Who Laughs on D.
You got it, Gustavus. Gotta replace that with Aliens vs. Predator number 0. This is the first issue in the original Aliens vs. Predator crossover. It is one of my favorite Aliens comics ever. It is in very fine condition. You get an awesome cover by Hellboy creator Mike Mignola. Very fine condition, $10 on D.
Alright. There's some glare on F, so if we can see what that is.
F is Redneck number 1, the Donnie Cates Image series about a family of vampires that own a barbecue restaurant in Texas. Its first print cover A CGC 9/8 for just $45, basically the cost of the slab.
And would you do the Archie on E for 9? You have it at 12.
Yes, I would. Gonna replace that with Neonomicon. This is issues 1 through 4 of Neonomicon. If you are a fan of H.P. Lovecraft stuff, like Lovecraftian horror, this is Alan Moore's take on Lovecraftian horror. This is 1 through 4. We've also included a variant for issue number 1 and a variant for issue number 2, and the Horn book, which was limited to just 500 copies. All 4 issues of those, plus the bonuses we tossed in, are all in near mint condition for just $50 on E. Get through these previews. Still some really good stuff to put up. Any fans of the Goon? Dead Man? Richard Corbin?
Any Star Wars?
We should have maybe tried to track down those IDW like Dark Vader series, but
Oh,
no.
yeah.
We don't.
Request for Goon and a request for more Batman Who Laughs.
Okay. I can definitely do Goon. I can do a really cool Goon for you. Wait. Goon adjacent. From the creator of the Goon, this is Hellboy number 1. Hillbilly number 1. It's from like a carnival, like a carny hillbilly slasher book. This is signed by Eric Powell, creator of the Goon. We're also throwing in SSB2, another Eric Powell creator-owned book that is also signed by Eric Powell, and you also get a Goon sticker. All of that in near mint condition for $50 is great value for any Goon fan. That's on A. That's a great deal. On C, we've got Dead Man, all 4 issues of the 1985 Dead Man mini-series. With interior art by Jose Lucia Lopez. All 4 issues in near mint condition, $15. If you want an introduction to Dead Man, this is great intro. He was just a major player in the big DC event that Josh Williamson did for DC. We got some V for Vendetta. This is all 10 issues of Alan Moore and David Lloyd's V for Vendetta, the classic 10-issue series. Remember, the 5th of November, which is coming up at NC Comic Con, so you can get ready with purchasing V for Vendetta. This is the whole dang thing, all in high grade, very fine near mint condition, $100. Obviously, it's been turned into a blockbuster movie starring Miss Natalie Portman, one of the main roles. It's just classic. If you've read Watchmen but you haven't read V for Vendetta, you are missing out. It is a great story. It was very much a conversation about British politics at the time, but it is timeless. It is a great read. Gotta have some Thing in here. I guess probably Redneck. On F, The Thing from Another World. Who doesn't love John Carpenter's The Thing? This is the first issue of Dark Horse's The Thing adaptation. It's in near mint condition for just $10. Batman. Oh, here's the Goon. The Goon proper. Batman. The Goon.
Got an offer for you?
I'm listening.
Would you do V for Vendetta for $85? You have it at $100.
I would.
Alright, that's going to Larry.
You got it, Larry. Gonna replace that on D with Mystery in Space, number 64. Some early 10-cent Adam Strange. It's in fine minus condition. It does have a subscription crease. It doesn't go like all the way through the top of the book. He's great. Great Carmen Infantino Adam Strange cover where Adam is battling with this big old radioactive monster. Just $50 for Mystery in Space, number 64. $50 on D. On E. One more Batman. This is Batman Grendel, the big crossover, written by, and drawn by Matt Wagner, creator of the Dark Horse / Comico superhero Grendel. It's Batman Grendel, Devil's Riddle, and the Devil's Mask. All of those in near mint condition for $15 on E. On B, The Goon. This is issues 1 through 5 of the 2019 Goon series by Eric Powell. All 5 issues are in near mint condition. This is the first 5 issues of a 14-issue series from 2019 of The Goon. $20 gets you those in near mint condition on B. the Marvel Universe. Number 1. This is the original story of like Deadpool killing the Marvel Universe. They've done a bunch of sequels. It's in near mint condition, written by Cullen Bunn. It is a great Deadpool story, super fun, and again, much homaged and like rehashed. But this is the OG. It's in near mint condition, $60. Great looking spooky Deadpool cover there for you.
Alright, that goon set that you have on B for 20. Would you do it for 15 for Rhonda?
I would do it for 15 for Rhonda. Gonna replace that with a great Black Cat cover. Can't do Halloween without Black Cat. It is Amazing Spider-Man 227. It is in very fine near mint condition. Spidey versus Black Cat on B. Who's been playing the Spidey game? Zach?
Not yet.
Not yet. Were you a fan of the first?
Oh, I loved it.
The story writer of both Spider-Man games is Christos Gage, who will be at NC Comic-Con. He wrote the script for the game.
Gustavus is currently playing it.
Oh, there we go. We were talking about aliens. We had a lot of Xeno love in the chat earlier and amongst Zach and I. This is Aliens 1 through 6. This is the original Aliens movie adaptation by Dark Horse Comics. You get the first appearance of aliens and xenomorphs in these original stories. So it's not an adaptation of Aliens the movie, but this is the first time we see aliens and xenomorphs in comic books. 1 through 6, they're all in very fine near mint condition. $95 gets you the set. Let me give you some information. 1 is a 5th print. 2 is a 4th print. 3 is a 2nd print. 4 is a 2nd print. And 5 and 6 are 1st prints. So if you need a rundown on the printings, please don't hesitate to ask before you claim it. But 1 is a 5th, 2 is a 4th, 3 and 4 are 2nd, and 5 and 6 are 1st. So it's a mixed printing set. But all in high grade, very fine near mint condition, $95 on the set.
Got an offer for you.
Listening?
Would you do the B and E together for 30?
I would.
Alright, and then David asks, is the Aliens #1 first print?
1 is a 5th print. So not a 1st print. I will say, as you get further down, when a comic has multiple printings, usually they're printing smaller and smaller batches because they don't want to get stuck with extra copies. So I would assume by the time we're at number 5, you're only printing a couple thousand at a time. I don't have the exact print number on me, but no. 1 is a 5th print. On E, though, gotta have some magic. Magic! Ilyana Rasputin. I love this cover. This is Extraordinary X-Men issue number, the annual. Extraordinary X-Men annual #1 from 2016. This is the Scotty Young variant for the annual, featuring Ilyana as Magic and some like demons behind her. Super cute Scotty art. It is in near mint condition, $100. It's the variant on. No offense, maybe you loved it, but it was not a well-loved run on X-Men. Because it was basically all dealing with Inhumans. It was the Jeff Lemire era of this, where Marvel was like, man, we don't have the X-Men rights, so we're going to make people love the Inhumans, come hell or high water.
Really quick, on these long Halloween.
Yeah.
Matthew Sawyer wants to know if these are our first prints.
Yes. Yes, they are. Yes, I will always specify if they are not. So yeah, you're good. You're good, Matthew. No worries.
Yeah, I got an offer for you.
I'm listening.
Would you do Hillbilly on A for 30? You have it at 50 from Michelle Southers.
Yes, I would. Double signed comics. All right, gonna replace that with Spider-Woman, number 13. Unlucky number 13. Suddenly, the Shroud. This is Spider-Woman number 13, a newsstand in VF condition for $8. On B, this is the first complete 2 story arcs of Paper Girls. If you haven't read Paper Girls, highly recommend. This is from Brian K. Vaughan, the creator of Saga and Why the Last Man. And the interior art is by Cliff Chang. You probably know him if you don't, from the New 52 Wonder Woman run. This is issues 1 through 10 of Paper Girls, all in near mint. You're getting that entire set for $50. First 2 story arcs. If you haven't read it, if you're a fan of Stranger Things, definitely gives you those vibes. It's following a group of 12-year-old paper girls in the late 80s, 1988. In the early hours of Halloween, they're doing their paper route, but they uncover the most important story of all time. It is a time travel story, sci-fi story, a great coming-of-age story. And there's only 30 issues, so you're getting 33% of that all in near mint, including the first appearance of all those characters.
Gustavus will take it.
You got it. Man down. All right. Trying to make sure we get 3 possible fandom covered here. Did we want more Walking Dead? Was anyone into that? I don't remember. Any more Darkwing Duck? We want Richard Corbin. Oh, this one's good. Okay. On B. This is the first 6 issues, the complete first story arc of Scooby Apocalypse. Scooby-Doo Apocalypse. Written by Keith Giffen, rest in peace, and J.M. DeMatteis. I think Jim Lee maybe does, I know he does the cover on number 1. Looks like he maybe did some art in there. But this is 1 through 6 of Scooby-Doo Apocalypse. All 6 issues, the complete, are the first story arc in near mint condition for $40. It's basically like Scooby-Doo meets Zombie Apocalypse. It's a ton of fun. Post-apocalyptic Scooby-Doo. You get to see the gang fighting real monsters, fighting zombies. It's a really loved take on the character for good reason. It is a fun read. On D. We're going Revelations, the Spectacular Spider-Man number 240. Looks like MJ might be pregnant here. And it's clearly Halloween. You get a spooky pumpkin there from 1996. Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man number 240. Near mint condition, just $6 on D. Then on C, we are moving now, folks. On C, a big Ghost Rider key. We had some Johnny Blaze. We had even the first Marvel Ghost Rider series. This is all new Ghost Rider number 1. The first appearance of a new Ghost Rider with a hot rod car. This is your first appearance of Robbie Reyes as the all-new Ghost Rider from 2014. It is first print cover A. It is a CGC 8.5. You're getting that under $100 though, just $95 for the first appearance. Honestly, like really well received for legacy characters. They're hit or miss when it comes to people liking them. Robbie Reyes, I feel like, is one of those ones where people just like him across the board. White pages, CGC 8.5, $95. On A, we've got another Adventure Comics. It's Adventure Comics 433. It's in VF Plus condition. Another great Jim Aparo cover. $12 on A.
All right, would you do Spidey on D for 4? You have it 6.
I would. Gonna replace that with another great Spawn homage cover. It is Spawn number 226. McFarlane homaging himself as he loves to do. It's in near mint condition. Spawn 226, $75. Homaging the classic Incredible Hulk cover that he drew. $75 near mint on D. On E. Clive Barker's Pinhead from Epic Comics. Marvel Comics imprint. Clive Barker's Pinhead number 3. It is in mid-grade condition. Just $5. I'm pretty sure this is giving you like Pinhead backstory. $5 on E. What you got for me, Zach?
Chris is picking up that Pinhead on E.
You got it, Chris.
And got an offer for the Spawn on D.
Yep.
For $50. I have it at $75.
Give me 55, $20 off. On E. I don't care if you ask for it. We're getting some Richard Corbin on the Halloween special. Twisted Tales. This is from PC Comics, not that PC. We're not getting political here. The PC, great underrated college movie. PCU. But this is from, I think, Pacific Coast Comics. Twisted Tales 1 through 10. This is for mature readers. It's in very fine near mint condition, all 10 issues. Great Richard Corbin art. Love when he does zombies. Yeah, mature horror series. $75 gets you all those in high grade.
All right, 55 works.
You got it.
Going to Rhonda.
Gonna replace that with Young Justice number 3 by Peter David. Halloween Scare with Mr. Mixel-Plixit. Young Justice is trick-or-treating at Mr. Mixel-Plixit's house. It's a great cover by Todd Nuck. Super fun. Near mint condition, $5. Mr. Mixel-Plixit says, and wait until you see what I really do to them inside, which is kind of creepy. I feel like a real creepy threat to get from Mr. Mixel-Plixit. $5. All right. I think time for another slab. I love this cover. It is super hard to find. I know someone commented on the preview post that they never see it because this was a retailer exclusive cover with art by Bernie Wrightson. Gotta have Bernie Wrightson on your Halloween special. What you got for me, Zach?
Would you do Aliens on F for $70? I have it at $95 for Darren.
Yes. Darren, just making sure you heard us when we said it's a mixed printing set. Confirm that, but 70 works. On F, Frankenstein Alive, issue number 1 from 2012. This is the Comic Market edition. It was a retailer exclusive cover featuring this beautifully drawn Bernie Wrightson inked cover. It is a Steve Niles stories. He's the guy who created like 28 Days Later. So Steve Niles, Frankenstein Alive story. Bernie Wrightson draws it for him, and you get this Bernie Wrightson cover. Limited number of copies because it was an exclusive. It has a CGC 9.8, and we're just asking $175. On B. That sounds goofy and fun.
Adventures into Fear.
On B, Adventures into Fear, number 22, Curse of the Cat Demon. So Adventures into Fear 22, starring Dracula. It is a near mint minus condition, $50. Curse of the Cat Demon. Looks like the big scary cat people from Scooby-Doo Zombie Island. If you guys have seen that hit Scooby-Doo film, one of my favorites. Scared the living daylights out of me as a kid. Adventure into Fear 2022, high grade, near mint minus condition for just $50 on A. Never see Bronze Age horror in like near mint condition. That is wild to see. On A, we have Casper the Friendly Ghost, number 12, another 10-cent Harvey comic. You get his pal Wendy Witch on there too, $10 in fine minus condition on A, 5.5.
Alright, got a request for A Town Called Terror.
If that was a preview book, please let me know. We're getting some hack slash whether you like it or not. And what a crossover this is. This is a B cover. By Mike Diodato, I think. Mike DeBalfo. This is hack slash meets Zombies versus Cheerleaders. Number 1, the B variant by Mike DeBalfo. Near mint condition, $25. Hack slash meets Zombies versus Cheerleaders. Number 1, $25. Hack slash is kind of meant to be slasher meets kind of hot girl stuff, a little bit on the exploitation side of things, but very cheeky on very on the nose, it knows what it's trying to do. They're fun reads. I like Tim Seeley. Hack slash just came back with a new series written and drawn by Zoe Thorogood, which was, I really like that first issue. So if you want to goof, hack slash meets Zombies versus Cheerleaders is guaranteed to be a goof.
Alright. It was not a preview book, that A Town Called Terror.
Okay.
Will there be a last look today?
Yes. Somehow.
And a quick synopsis on F, please.
On F?
Yep.
This is a classic horror story. Frankenstein, Alive. It is written by Steve Niles. He is a great horror comic writer. The 28 Days Later franchise. I think I got the number right of days. That was his creation. Bernie Wrightson, famed horror artist, had a huge run on just Swamp Thing. I don't know if it was a long run, but that's if you're a Swamp Thing fan, Bernie Wrightson's who you want drawing Swamp Thing. So Bernie Wrightson doing that interior art, but it is also a retailer exclusive variant. So this was a limited edition variant, which has a Bernie Wrightson cover that was only on this exclusive. So you get Bernie Wrightson, black and white inked exclusive variant, limited number of copies available on a Frankenstein horror one-shot, written by Steve Niles with Bernie Wrightson interior art. It is a CGC 9.8, $175. It's just one of those ones where it's classic creators working together, and it's a rare cover.
Alright, would you do the hack and slash on D for 20? You have it at 25?
I would.
That's going to John Penta.
Gonna do Tales from the Crypt, number 2. This is another 1990s reprint of some early pre-code horror. Tales from the Crypt, number 2. High grade, very fine near mint condition, $10. 90s reprint of some pre-code horror. Do you dare enter into the House of Mystery? This is the complete Elvira House of Mystery set, issues 1 through 11. Very fine near mint condition. You get some crazy cover artists on here. Issue 1, a gorgeous Brian Boland cover, 64 pages. It launched for Halloween. Every single issue in here is in a VF near mint range, so 9.0. Get that Boland cover. Get that great cover for number 2 with the samurai sword. Dennis Cowan Western cover on issue number 3. Peekaboo. You get also a preview for Dark Knight Returns, I think, number 1. Love that cover on issue 5. Steve Beacham cover on 6. Bill Sienkiewicz, Adam Strange, like robot Elvira cover on number 7. You get your 4th of July cover with issue number 8. Number 9, I think this is a photo cover. Meant to kind of look like punk rock, like zine. 10, you get the back to school cover. Be excited for class if Elvira was my teacher. And then number 11, that great Dave Stevens pinup cover that we showed earlier. So 1 through 11, all in high grade, all in very fine near mint condition. You're getting that set still for under $200. Just $185 gets you that whole thing.
And John will take the Frankenstein on F on layaway.
You got it? Here is that Elvira set 1 through 11, $185 on E. On F, getting some ROM Space Knight up in here. I don't think I put him up. This is ROM number 5 with a special guest, Dr. Strange. The House That Haunted ROM Space Knight. ROM Space Knight 5, newsstand, mid-grade, just $5.
What number is Tales from the Crypt and year?
Tales from the Crypt, number 2. It's 1990. So it's reprinting Tales from the Crypt number 2. This was from 1990. It is in very fine near mint condition for $10 on 2.
And would you do it for 5?
Yes, I would. Gonna replace that with the Walking Dead foil cover for issue 100, or like chromium cover, I think. $10, near mint. Gonna be your first appearance of Negan and the death of Glenn. Got another great slab here. Cover is by Martin Simmons. He's going to be your co-creator of Department of Truth with James Tynion, one of my favorite ongoings right now. This is Moon Knight number 9. This is from the currently running Jed MacKay run with Alessandro Capuccio interior art. I believe this is the 1 in 25 for Moon Knight number 9. Martin Simmons cover, CGC 9.8, getting that for just $60 on C.
Alright, would you do Walking Dead on D for 8? You have it at 10?
I would. Gonna replace that with Amazing Spider-Man 316. VF Plus condition, $160. Classic cover. This is your first full cover appearance of Venom. I think 315 is where you get his little head on it. This is his first full cover. It is the 3rd appearance of Venom and is another cover that is just always homaged. It's just great looking cover. This is in high grade VF Plus condition, so we put that at about an 8.5 in number grade. And we're asking just $160 on that book. On A, the first issue of the first ongoing Morbius series. It is also part 3 of the Midnight Suns crossover event that was going on in the 90s with Ghost Rider. But this is Rise of the Midnight Suns, Morbius number 1. This is the first solo Morbius book. It is in very fine near mint condition, $8 on A. First self-titled solo.
Alright, would you do the ASM on D for 150? I have it at 160.
I would.
That's going to David Jones.
You got it, Davy Jones. I love your locker. Did we have any Vamp Blade requests? Or
Yeah,
more?
we had a blade earlier.
Vamp Blade.
Oh, then nothing yet.
Trying to get some cheaper stuff to not hurt your wallets. On D, this is Creatures of the Night. Rocky Horror joke there for you, even though now I'm just a guy. On D, this is Vampirella, Creatures of the Night. Square bound, prestige format, oversized issue. Featuring Vampirella. Beautiful cover drawn by Joe Jusco. High grade, very fine year mint condition, $5. Now, I would maybe not send a very fine year mint in to get graded, but I did just see, just a heads up, because we've done a lot of exclusive covers with Joe Jusco. He's doing a signing event with CBCS. So if you had any of our Joe Jusco covers, or you had some Joe Jusco Vampirellas lying around, or you're like, hey, I don't care, and I know, I just want that signature. He is doing a signing event with CBCS. Which I thought was cool.
I'm afraid I did not dress up for the show. I pretty much woke up and came straight here.
Yeah, we're talking to him after the show. All right, from 2011. If you want to read Hack Slash, this is a great way to get to know the character. This is issues 1 through 25 of the 2011 Hack Slash series. Hack Slash has so many like hardcore fans. You're getting all 25 issues in near mint for $100 on it.
All right, John Pencil will take that vamp on D.
You got it? Gonna replace that with Dawn of the Dead. George Romero's Dawn of the Dead. Classic zombie movie. This is from IDW. It is a first print. It is in near mint condition for $12. George Romero's Dawn of the Dead #1. Near mint, $12. It is a first print variant.
I don't know if Jen dressed up.
Jen, I'm sure, dressed up for the store. Speaking of, like, much-loved, fan-favorite series, Chew! Kind of, I think, horror-esque. This is Chew #1 from 2009. John Layman, Ron Guillory doing the art. He's doing the cover and the interior. He's the creator of Farmhand. This is the 4th printing, the Last Bite edition. It is a CGC 9/8 for $100. Again, those later printings are gonna be having lower print runs. Chew, he's a detective who gets information, I think, by having a little bite of the body, where he can kind of like a iZombie, where she can touch and she can see things. I'm pretty sure that's the plot of Chew. Correct me if I'm way off base.
Alright, got an offer for you?
Uh-huh.
Would you do Moon Knight on C for $30? You have it at $60.
I would meet you at $40. Just the cost of getting that slabbed, and it's a 9/8. I think you're gonna take it, so I'm gonna take it down. I think that's a great deal. On to some more Hellboy. This is Hellboy, The Sleeping and the Dead, a 2-issue Hellboy story, written by Mike Mignola with art by Scott Hampton. Near mint condition, $10 gets you both.
All right, 40 works.
You got it?
And then if we could get a recap on C when it gets... Actually, I'll do it to death. That is Hellboy, The Sleeping and the Dead, number 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's the complete 2-issue mini. So the whole story. All right. On A. This is Nightmare on Elm Street, The Beginning, from Innovation Comics. Nightmare on Elm Street, The Beginning, issues 1 and 2. Both in high grade, very fine condition, some great spooky looking Freddy covers. You're getting that whole set for $40 on A. Then on D, this is a beautiful Vampirella cover. I thought it was by Joe Quesada, but now I'm second guessing it. I don't see a signature. Very Joe Quesada-esque, if not. A Vengeance of Vampirella number 3, another kind of Yorick. She's got the skull in her hand. She's also got a giant gun poking down there. Vengeance of Vampirella number 3, near mint, $5 on D. All right, on E. Spawn number 231. I think this is one of our last of these homage covers. It is in near mint condition, $150. McFarlane homaging himself, obviously homaging the Spider-Man number 1, the first issue in his self-titled Spider-Man series, the Torment Saga. Spawn 231, near mint condition, great looking cover, $150 on E. Just so I make sure I'm not talking to myself. Zach, you still got people watching?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. 27.
Okay, we're down towards the end. I gotta get through the preview books. And then I'll be like, last call for any last, like, hey, Sienna, I want a couple more of these because I've got so much left. And I'm trying. On F, Darkstalkers, number 1. This is a CGC 9/8. This is a limited edition. We have, like, some sort of little, like, thing that came with the variant. From Capcom, the guys who brought you Street Fighter. Darkstalkers, number 1 from Devil's Due and Udon Comics. This is a CGC 9/8. $50 is like a damn steal on that book. It comes with the Certificate of Authenticity from J Company Comics. Because this was an exclusive limited to 2,000 copies. 9/8, Darkstalker number 1. Exclusive to limited to 2,000 copies, and it's just $50. If you have any interest in that, I would grab that. All right. Moving fast here. On G. On C. This is another Adventures into Fear. This is issue number 23. Get a beautiful cover drawn by Gil Kane. Another just near mint copy of this book. I think 22 was near mint minus. This is near mint. Gil Kane cover. Adventures into 23. The Man Called the Living Vampire. Just $50 in near mint on C.
Did you do Darkstalkers on E for 40?
45. 45. On D, Vamp Blade, number 50. This is the extra length final issue. If you're a fan of Zombie Tramp and like Dollface, Vamp Blade was the like supernatural like series on from Action Lab. It is for mature readers. This comes with the A cover, the young variant, plus the risque variant, which we cannot show you. But you can guess what is shown by the placement. This is the final issue of Vamp Blade. So again, we're talking about low print runs. I mean, it's an Action Lab book, so those are always low print run. Getting both of those covers together in near mint condition for $40.
All right, 45 works for the Darkstalkers.
You got it?
And would you do the Vampire on C for 35? You have it at 50.
Give me 38, and she's going home with you. On F, this is a Harris Comics reprint, a Vampirella classic. A reprint of that, like, OG Vampirella. Beautiful reproduction of that original cover. Near mint minus condition, $8. If you want an intro to Vampirella from the Warren days.
All right, 38 works.
Gonna replace that with Ghost Rider. This is Ghost Rider number 5. The man who gambles with death. Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider number 5. Gil Kane cover with John Romita inking him. High grade, very fine condition, $60 on C. On B, this is Vengeance of Moon Knight number 1. Vengeance of Moon Knight number 1 from 2009. This is a CGC 9/8. That cover is by Mr. Alex Ross. There were 2 covers, 2 variants on this. I think they were like, instead of variants, it was like mixed covers on this. So this is the Alex Ross version. Vengeance of Moon Knight number 1 from 2009. CGC 9/8. Beautiful Alex Ross cover. You don't see him doing Moon Knight too often. 400 on B.
All right, would you do the Nightmare on A for 28? You have it at 40 for Chris.
I would, Chris. Gonna replace that with Over the Garden Wall. Over the Garden Wall from Kaboom. This is issue number 1. Really loved, like, super fun for Halloween and like fall. Television series. This is the first issue, first at Over the Garden Wall in comics. It is in near mint condition, $65 on A. It's definitely kind of like that Adventure Time like feel, at least. Making sure. I know we've had a lot of love for the Halloween stuff, the Michael Myers Halloween, so I just want to make sure I put them all up before we end the show. Got some Crows, some Over the Garden, some... We had some Sabrina requests. I don't know if they're still watching, but it's a great looking cover, so we'll put her up. Freddy's for you.
And invoices for this show will come out this upcoming Friday. They will be combined with the invoice is from the show that we either do on Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay.
Any Vampirella or other trade paperback?
I have Vampirella sets. Would you like that? Let me know. Okay. On D, this is Tales to Astonish, issue number 28. Back when it was still like sci-fi horror stuff. You get a great Steve Ditko cover. Jack Kirby cover. Steve Ditko does some interior art, so does Jack Kirby and Gene Colan. You get Stan Lee stories, Tales to Astonish. A man turns himself into the Gorilla Man. Great looking Jack Kirby cover. Good, very good condition. $60. Tales to Astonish, issue number 28. E for Evil Ernie. Evil Ernie meets Black Rose, I think? Black Tarot? Evil Ernie Revenge. This is Evil Ernie Revenge 1 through 4. Near mint condition, $15 on E.
We got another request for Rawhead Rex.
I don't know what that is, so I don't think I have it unless it was a preview. This comes with the poster from Archie Comics. This is Sabrina's Halloween Spooktacular #1. Really beautiful cover. 48 big pages. I love the UPC code Happy Halloween. It's in high grade, very fine near mint condition, and it comes with a free poster that it still has. $28 on F. On C, we have Nightmare on Elm Street #3. This is from the Innovation Run. It is in very fine near mint condition for $20. Nightmare on Elm Street #3 for $20 on C.
And that Rawhead Rex was the preview book.
Okay. Zach, can you like look into that for me? Like,
yeah.
I don't know what it looks like. Deathlock versus the Goon. Castlevania. All right, on A. This is Marvel Comics Presents 175. This is the final issue of Marvel Comics Presents Nugenics. It is in near mint minus condition. It's a double cover, so if you flip this cover over, you get a complete other cover. I love this cover by Steve Lively. It's just really fucking cool. That like Spider-Man skull just fucking pops. It's the final issue, so it's gonna be of like a long running Marvel Comics Presents the 175, the final issue. So it's gonna have low print run.
Oh, okay.
Sentimental value, $50. It is the first full team appearance as well of Nugenics. And we're asking just $50. What is it?
Would you do the Sabrina on F for 20?
Yes.
Alright. And then that Rawhead Rex is a Clive Barker book. It's got like a ton of teeth on the cover.
Okay, yes, I have it. Sorry. On F, Clive Barker's Rawhead Rex. Trade paperback. From Eclipse Graphic Novels, you get foil embossed trade dress. Rawhead Rex. It's adapted by Steve Niles, who is adapting some of Clive Barker's short stories. It's in near mint condition, $65 on F. Sorry it took me a minute. I didn't know what you were talking about.
Alright, would you do the Nightmare on C for 12? You have it at 20?
I would.
That's going to Chris.
Gonna replace that with Elvira, Mistress of Dark, #7. Overexposed. VF condition, photo cover. Get stories by Kurt Busiek, Dave Cockrum, and more. VF condition, $15. Another getting rid of these Freddy's, the final Freddy's. Going up here, this is Freddy's Dead. The Final Nightmare. Freddy's Dead #3, the official movie adaptation. Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare, issue 3. VF near mint condition, $15. Since we had Goon fans, this is Deathlock versus the Goon #1. by Eric Powell and rock star Brendan Small, who also does comics. Story by Eric Powell and Brendan Small. Eric Powell, creator of the Goon doing the cover and interior art from 2009. It was a CGC 9.6 for just $100 on E. That Rawhead Rex doesn't sell after all I heard about it. On B, Man Thing number 4, newsstand, guest starring Doctor Strange. Fine, very fine condition, $4. Now this is some Something is Killing the Children variants. This is issues 21 through 25 of Something is Killing the Children. Issue 21 is by Martin Simmons. Issue 22 is by Fabrizio De Tommaso. Issue 23 is, I don't know what order. We have Jill Thompson. We have Letizia Cadanici and Miguel Hernandez. All doing Something is Killing the Children sets. I think my favorite is that Martin Simmons one. I love that one. Whole set of those, 21 through 25, a complete story arc. All of those are exclusive variants in near mint condition for $85. I can also do, if you only want one of those, I can do that for $20 a pop. All right. We're nearing the end, my friends. So this is last call for alcohol. If you're like, Sienna, we didn't get enough Werewolf by Night. Well, I have more Werewolf by Night in here. I have more aliens. I have Vampirella sets. I know people are asking for trades. Did we get an answer on that?
Not yet.
Well,
yep, not yet.
If you at least say no if you're still watching. But I'm cycling through these last couple of preview books, and then we're gonna wrap it up. But yeah, if you're like, man, I just didn't get enough of this. I got more Walking Dead. I've got more of everything.
And we got one no. Request for Phantom Stranger.
I thought we would have more Phantom Stranger Man, and I'm sorry. I just don't see a ton.
Aaron says, thanks for this special Halloween spooktacular.
Of course, Aaron. We got War Werewolf by Night. Where Monsters Dwell. This is it. Casper.
Any more Spider-Man?
Yes, I can do more Spider-Man. More reprints, the 40 stuff, more X-Files, more Ghostbusters, more Hack Slash, tons more Walking Dead.
Paul says, can't wait until your Thanksgiving special.
Be cooking the turkey myself. Alright, we want ASM.
Justice League Dark.
Man, we just didn't have a ton, like, waiting to be processed. Got more Swamp Thing, Doctor Strange, more Hellboy, more Marvel Zombies, more Zombie Tramp, more Ghosts, more of those 90s reprints.
More Spawn.
Might have some more Spawn. Okay, Spidey. ASM 239. It's in VF Plus condition. It's a newsstand. It is just the second appearance of the Hobgoblin, and it's the first battle between Spider-Man and Hobgoblin. ASM 239 VF Plus condition, $40 on C. Rawhead Rex guy, shoot me a goddamn offer after all that. Come on. On B, this is Darkwing Duck. The Duck Knight Returns, issue number 1 from 2010 from Boom Studios. You got a great Dark Knight Returns homage variant. It is in near mint minus condition. Darkwing Duck, the Dark Knight Duck Returns. For $150, this is the second print variant. Only 6,300 copies of it ordered by retailers. So only 6,300 copies out there of the second print of Darkwing Duck Returns. And again, an homage to Dark Knight Returns.
Would you do Rawhead Rex for 30? You have it at 65 for Rhonda.
Yes. See? I have more of those Clive Barker trades if you want them. I'm that easy. Don't tell Allison. Gonna replace that with Strange Tales 180. Fine condition, $70. You get a debut of a new Adam Warlock costume. It is the first appearance of Gamora. Yes, the Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy. It is the second appearance of Pip the Troll and the third appearance of Magus. Strange Tales 180, mid-grade. There is some water stain up top. $70. Your first appearance of Gamora on F.
Any more Batman?
Don't have a ton more Batman. We went through a lot of Batman on Batman Day. I guess I could. Hold on. Put up a spooky Batman I have left over. Featuring Scarecrow, but not Disney Scarecrow. But it's got Scarecrow. This is the Batman 296 featuring the Scarecrow. It's a newsstand. Newsstand variant. VF minus condition covered by Sal Amendola. Batman 296 featuring the Scarecrow. $40 on A.
Tim says, I've been at work since 8 a.m. and locked myself in my office at 11 a.m. just because I would not miss this show.
Tim, your dedication astounds me. I love you, and you are one of my favorite. You're my favorite now. I hope you enjoyed. And again, this is your last shot if you have any requests. Putting up these last preview books. All right, replacing Deathlock versus the Goon with Castlevania, The Belmont Legacy from IDW Publishing from 2005. It is a CGC 9.8. Castlevania, The Belmont Legacy. Mark and Draco story, EJ Sue cover, CGC 9.8, $300. I think it's the first Castlevania in comics, but you'd have to double check me.
Any more Harley?
I don't have any more Harley. But see, all you have to do is ask, and I will answer. All right. This is Mind Management #1. Was just announced a couple months ago that it's in the process of being adapted into a film. Created, written, and drawn by Matt Kint. Mind Management #1 in some very fine year mint condition. It is $50. And yeah, it's kind of like a thriller series. Yeah. Okay. On B, we're gonna go House of Mystery, number 8. This is by Matthew Sturgis and Bill Willingham of Fables. This is a Bernie Wrightson variant. This is the 1 in 25 Bernie Wrightson variant for House of Mysteries #8. It's a near mint minus condition for $70. It is the first appearance of Cressida, a barmaid who is reincarnated throughout history. Near mint minus condition, $70. It's rare Bernie Wrightson cover since a 1 in 25, so it's gated. All right. On C, we've got Ye Old Lore of Yore Volume 1. This is written by Jeremy Bastian, who did Cursed Pirate Girl. Art is by David Peterson, the creator of Mouse Guard. Ye Old Lore of Yore. They're kind of like spooky, atmospheric stories. It's an anthology series. Beautiful art by David Peterson, creator of Mouse Guard. Near mint condition, $80. All right. Again, we're just kind of rocking here. We've got Black Hammer #1 from Jeff Lemire. This is the first issue, first appearance of like the creation, the Black Hammer universe. So all the team members of Black Hammer. Larry Weber, Abraham Slam, Golden Gale, Colonel Weird, Anti-God. It was optioned for TV and film by Legendary. Development is well underway, according to Jeff Lemire. Only 20,000 copies ordered. Black Hammer #1, near mint condition, $50 from Dark Horse Comics. Again, pretty much all the main characters debut here. It's basically like, what if members of the Justice League or JSA accidentally got transported from their world into ours, and they're kind of in hiding. $50. I think that's a safe gamble. Jeff Lemire, getting adapted. Yeah.
Any weird Joker covers?
No. Not readily available. Sorry. I'm not going to put up this Duck Knight Returns because no one's after it. I've got Taskmaster 3. This is first print, CGC 9/8, $100. It is the debut of the first appearance of a brand new Korean superhero, who later becomes a part of, like, they create a Korean superhero team. But I think that he first cameos in Taskmaster #3. It's the CGC 9/8, $100. Pretty great cover on A. Anyone interested in Afterlife with Archie? Let me know. And maybe we should do just a second parter on this on Halloween. I just suck it up with how much we have left. I think I would put up these last slabs, and then I think we are going to do lightning fast last looks, depending on how many people are watching. And then we're going to leave, and I'm going to eat lunch. And so is Zach. He's got to go to bed. The poor boy, up before 2 p.m. I'm torturing him. Now, this is the spec. This is Life with Archie #23. This is, Life with Archie was like a magazine-size Archie book. But this is the Francesco Francavilla variant for Life with Archie #23, which is the first appearance of Afterlife with Archie in comics, which eventually spins off into its own series, Afterlife with Archie. It evolves into this whole horror line of Archie books, which has eventually now led to the Sabrina TV show, the Archie TV show, which is perhaps the last, like, teen drama CW show we're ever going to see. This is it from 2012. Really low print run. It's a variant cover on Life with Archie. CGC 9/8, the cheapest copy available is $700. We are matching that. But you know, if you are interested, shoot your shot.
Any more Clive Barker?
Yes, I can do some more Clive Barker, and then we're going to be done. Got 2 more Clive Barker books for you. If you're watching this, if you're local, your last chance at these are going to be, I'm bringing them straight to Carrie. On B sub 2, this is Clive Barker Dread, another Eclipse graphic novel adaptation of Clive Barker stories. You get Dan Brereton interior art along with Tim Comrade. Steve Niles adapting again. It's in very fine near mint condition for just $10. That's on B. On C, we have Revelations, another adaptation of some of Clive Barker's works. It is another trade paperback. Again, kind of adapted by Steve Niles. $10 in very fine near mint, same condition. We'll put that on C. That easy. All right. Now I need some sort of long box or something. Can you move the slabs into that so I can have my long box for the last looks real quick? Scared to check. 20 people watching. All right. If you guys want anything that I haven't shown, this is it. Or that I have shown. I'm going to do a selected last looks, because there's not that many of you. So if there's something you want to see again to make an offer, hopefully you remember what it was and be specific. So what I have on the board, Taskmaster 3, 9-8, first appearance of a new superhero, South Korean superhero. On B, A House of Mystery, $70, near mint minus, 1 in 25, Bernie Wrightson cover. First appearance of Cressida, a barmaid that reappears through history. C, Yield, Lore, Yenor, whatever. D, Afterlife with Archie, first appearance of Afterlife with Archie, CGC 9-8, matching the cheapest copy available. Shoot your shot on that one. On E, Castlevania, Belmont Legacy #1, CGC 9-8, A cover, first Castlevania in comics. On F, Black Hammer, print run, under 20,000 copies ordered. It is underway of being adapted. This is the A cover. It's $50 near mint. Got those $10 Clive Barker graphic novels up for grabs. Just be specific. Say B or C, but say Clive Barker if that's the one you want.
All right.
These are all about to come down, so now's your time. What you got?
Okay, Algo wants to know if you would do the Akira for 42.
I had it at 70. Give me $50. Just a flat 50. Flat 50 and I'll fish it out for you. Anything on this board. Speak now. I'm taking them down. All right.
Tim Neely saying I ordered pizza for lunch.
Ugh, I'm jealous, Tim. I'm hungry.
Deal at 50.
Got it? We'll dig it out for you when we get there. $10? You want a deal on them? Rhonda? Now you're watching. Okay, let's see what we had in the old boxes. We got Marvel Zombies #1, first prints. AF-15 Marvel Zombies homage by Arthur Sidum, King of Zombies, self-proclaimed. Written by Robert Kirkman. CGC 9-8, $3.25 asking.
That man thing in Doctor Strange for 3. I think you had it at 4.
Jesus Christ. Yes. You're waiting on that? Yes. Got it? Alright, what do we got here? B, Marvel Premiere #28. First team appearance of the Legion of Monsters. Good plus condition, $65. On C, Werewolf by Night #13. Very good fine condition, $50. First Topaz and first Taboo. Mike Ploog cover. From Charlton Comics on D, it is Scooby-Doo #2. Low print run, fine, very fine condition, $75. Got the Akira for you. On E, The Munsters #1, Gold Key. First comic appearance of The Munsters, the television show, the hit TV show. Just got readapted by Rob Zombie. It is in VG minus condition, $140.
Rhonda wants to know if you would do that Legion of Monsters on B for 30. You have it at 65.
I would do it for 40. $40.
And we have that Legion of Monsters in good plus condition.
On F, Resident Evil, the official magazine, Jim Lee cover, VF condition, $55 on F.
Alright, 40 works.
Got it. On B for Bloodstone, I said I'd take $190 on this sucker. $250. This is Bloodstone 1 through 4. They're all in very fine near mint and near mint condition. First appearance of Elsa Bloodstone in comics. First appearance of Nosferatu in Marvel Comics. They're all in very fine near mint to near mint condition. Get that awesome Indiana Jones homage on 4. 1 is in that very fine near mint range. We were asking $250. I said I'd take $190 on B.
Thiago says, thanks, Sienna and Zach. Sienna's slinging comics with unmatched energy.
Thank you, sir. We got that House of Mystery number 11, Dave Stevens cover. VF minus condition, $75. Great pinup for any Elvira fan. The final issue, going to be the lower print run, $75 in high grade. This is the big one. The biggin. On D, Ghost Rider number 1, CGC 80. First appearance of the new Ghost Rider and his origin, Carter Slade. Great looking book, CGC 80. Dick Ayers cover, $800 on D. Alright, that's it for this box that I'm doing. Okay. On F, Immortal Hulk 1 through 5, near mint, first print cover A's, $80. I said I'd do, I think, 50 on it. That's on F. On E, Wolverine number 1, VF condition, first issue of the ongoing Wolverine series, $60. I'm going to start using the bottom, so be specific. On A, bottom tier, this is 1 through 6 of Lock and Key. This is the original series, and then I think it got extended. Created by Joe Hill and written by Joe Hill, son of Stephen King, turned into a TV series. Much loved, pretty rare comic series. Gabriel Rodriguez art. They're all in near mint condition. This is the complete first story of Lock and Key. $175 in near mint on A bottom. On B, we have that Purgatory Mike Deodato Jr. super rare variant for Purgatory Mischief Night. Limited to 1,000 copies. Near mint on B. On C, we have Venom, Sinner Takes All, number 3. First appearance of She-Venom. D for Deadpool, Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe. First print, cover A, near mint, $60. On E, we have Mystery in Space, number 64. Fine minus condition. Early Adam Strange. Great Carmen Infantino cover, $50. On F, Extraordinary X-Men, number 1. The annual number 1, Scotty Young Magic cover, $100 near mint.
Got enough on that Lock and Key.
What do you got?
Would you do 135 for Darren Baxby?
I would. Gonna replace that with Adventures into Weird, number 25. Good plus condition. Atlas Comics, pre-code horror, edited by Stan Lee. Art by Joe Snow, Bill Everett. Joe Mannielli cover, pre-code horror, $200. On C, we've got Spawn, issue number 156, VF, Philip Tan cover, first appearance of Zero. On E, ASM 347, newsstand, Eric Larson cover, Fine Plus, $28. Classic Venom cover. Alright, and then this. Doing that one. All right. issues of the 2011 Tim Seeley Hack Slash series, all in near mint for $100. The entirety of Elvira House of Mystery 1 through 11. Great cover artists, including that Dave Stevens one, issue 1, Brian Boland, all in very fine near mint. The complete set of House of Mystery, the Elvira run, $185. Spawn, issue number 231, near mint, McFarlane homaging Spider-Man number 1, $150 near mint. On F, Vengeance of Moon Knight number 1, CGC 98. It's the Alex Ross cover for $400. On F, we have all new Ghost Rider number 1, CGC 85. First, Robbie Reyes for $95, his first appearance. We have Over the Garden Wall number 1, last book I'm going to show. Chew number 1, 4th print. Next Bite edition, CGC 98, $100. That's it. If you have any last minute offers to toss me, now is the time. Speak now or forever hold your peace. We will chat with you guys next. By Monday, we'll let you know when we decided to move our show this week. If you're local and you want to last look at these and some of the ones that we didn't get to show, I'm driving them all to Cary right now.